The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Sunday, March 2nd on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with our promo code TCE SGPN to get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Yes, earn up to $750 per month in your sports gambling transactions. Go to edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm, the leader in data-driven picks and props. Rhythm is giving away a $250 future and throwing an epic March Madness party in Vegas that we will be at. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/party for all the details. And remember, as always, to let it ride.
This is Dan Hawkins. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Welcome to the college basketball experience. Preview and picks episode for Sunday, March 2nd. And here we are. YouTube.com/the college experience. Hang on, let me just pour a shot because we're still the train. We're still on this train. We're still on this train. I was a little nervous. I was talking shit last night. I was like, I don't know where we're going to end up. You know, when you start talking shit, a lot of times you lose. No, another dominating day, and this train is rolling along. How dare anyone talk any shit right now? Oh, and this team did treat us well tonight.
Yes,
they
did.
We'll be talking about them. YouTube.com/the college experience. Cheers, brother. Oh, yeah. We're off to a good start. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
I'm very fucking healthy. All right. I am very healthy. What is it, 11 straight days? I mean, it's a free show. 11 straight days. We give it to you. You know, but they won't appreciate it. There'll always be someone bitching. And that's life, right? And then we die. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Also, check out the College Basketball Experience pregame show each and every day. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. How are you, brother?
Oh, I'm doing good. You know, it started slow, but then it got hot. So, yeah, sitting here, I'm tallying it up. 50 and 38. Come on, Hawaii. Bring us home, baby. Bring us home, Hawaii. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
I'm at 42 and 29 with Hawaii rolling here.
Come on, Hawaii.
So maybe 43 and 29. Just, I mean, doing a hell of a good job over here. That's what we are. And it's just been a marathon. I've been on fucking 4 TV shows today, just talking college hoops, breathing college hoops all fucking day, because that's what we do. And we should start off with a rigged game. Yeah, we did start rough, by the way. So that's even more, you know.
We got killed early. And
Dude,
then we
this beat was
up.
bullshit. I had several people tweet me saying this game needs to be investigated. Yeah. UNC 92, Miami 73. I just have a little bit of a problem with let's see. Just the fact that say RJ Davis shot a 3. And then it was just the final couple of possessions seemed a little sketchy. And I agree with the people that DM me. I know we were freshly losing money, but Miami was the right fucking side all day. I know we might have stole another one later, but Miami was the right fucking side. We should have hit here. We both ate shit. Your thoughts?
It was, but I don't have many thoughts on this game. This game sucked. It's like there were just actual basketball games on today. This game just happened to be going on.
This wasn't on the main for me. This was on the side.
This game was awful. Like trash fucking game. Good win Carolina, I guess. Maybe there'll be a 1 seed on Monday's bracketology.
Yeah. Shout out. Yeah, probably. Shout out to Derek Blaylock. Appreciate you, brother. Full villain mode today. Duke, Auburn, BYU, UConn, Clemson. Boom.
Chuck City.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we'll get to one of those, but I stayed away off this one. You cashed on this one. Villanova 80, Butler 70. Glad to see you win for the brand. You know. Eric Dixon needs to be player of the year because 34 points, 7 boards, 3 assists every night, dude. This dude is. This is Wilt Chamberlain. We're watching Wilt Chamberlain right now. Every goddamn night, the guy's putting up 30. I feel like.
Stud. I mean, Villanova, man, if they could just erase that Columbia loss, they would be an NCAA tournament team.
The Creighton loss with banked in corner 3, dude.
Yeah,
banked in corner 3.
But they don't get penalized for that one. Like the Columbia loss, is you just want to throw up all over yourself over and over and over again. But yeah, they should have beat Creighton. They got robbed by the referee. Remember they gave Ashworth the fucking timeout.
Oh my God, that was such a crock of shit.
He called timeout and he was in the cheerleader's fucking lap. It was like, what? He's fucking out of bounds.
You know what? I'm surprised they haven't been more vocal about that. I would have been saying we're sending this to league headquarters. If I'm the coach, I'm saying that's nonsense. We're sending that to league headquarters. I expect an answer on what that is. But yeah,
Jay Wright,
I mean,
got that call. Jay Wright would have got
you're goddamn call. Right.
I'm trying to think, man. Villanova, they're 11-8 in league play. They played Georgetown last game of the year. Probably going to win that. Knock on wood. You get to 12-8 in the Big East. I think that they're going to be in the NIT though, just because of those bad losses. The other game that killed them was fucking UConn. Yeah. The UConn debacle in stores last week that killed them because that would have been a big resume marquee win. But they've just been too up and down this year. It sucks that Eric Dixon's not going to be in the NCAA tournament potentially.
I think they should be in the tournament. Personally, but. I think they're playing at a high enough level right now where they deserve to be in, but they'll have their chances in the Big East tournament. You know, they'll have some chances, but I don't understand the notion of SMU I know SMU lost tonight, but I'm saying I'm watching the halftime show earlier today and one of the fucking guys got SMU in. Villanova would beat SMU by 7-8 points in my opinion. You know what I mean?
I'm not pushing back. I think the whole thing with them is that Columbia loss is just an absolute killer. And then,
but that's early in the year, late in the year, that's why it's dangerous with computers. They're playing way better the second half of the season than the beginning.
The other one that hurt, and I know it's still a hard environment to play in. They got blown out at Providence just 2 weeks ago. That one, if you had lost it the buzzer, but they got blown out by 20. They just, whenever they didn't need a loss, they found a way to lose a game. So I don't know, man. I would like to see Villanova in the tournament because I do agree with you. I do think that they've gotten a lot better, and they have a superstar in Eric Dixon, a guy that could win you an NCAA tournament game or two with the right seeding.
Yeah. Next up. And because of the way this game ended, this was actually ended later. It just goes in chronological from the way it started. I don't even know the way they set it up. Well, I'll actually start with the way it actually started. We bet Providence, UConn 75, Providence 63, and shout out to Danny Hurley. It was a bad play by us. I mean, UConn owned them pretty much the whole fucking game.
Play by us.
Yeah. Shout out to UConn. I know you're happy JMac 15 and you deserve to be. They were way better. And bad play by us. UConn. Yeah, they're still a good team, man. Despite all of that, you know what I mean? They're a good team.
They're solid. I just get a crack out of chat. They're like, they're back. 3-peat on the way. No. They're not. They're not sniffing a 3-peat. If they play Providence every game, they could be a 3-peat, or Georgetown without 2 of their starters. But it's UConn is a team that's they're a good team. They're going to be 3 or 4 seed in the Big East tournament. Round of 64, round of 32 team. Like it's a solid team that's got its limitations.
Well, it depends. Hold on. I'll pump the brakes on that for a second, because I think name brands get a little love in the NCAA bracket field, and it wouldn't shock me at all if they are looking out for the 2-time defending champs and put them in maybe a little bit higher. We see it with Duke, we see it with Carolina, we see it with Kentucky. You've seen it over the years. You've seen a lot of, UCLA one year. You've seen that some of the name brands get that love. Maybe they do them solid. I can't say that until I see a fucking bracket. You know what I mean? You're probably right though, but I can't say that.
Very good. I think that they've overachieved, to be honest. I think that their roster sucks.
It's clearly not on the same level as last year, but I think they're still a solid team, man. I think they're still a solid team.
That's what I mean. Like, I think they're just a solid. Maybe I guess if they get a perfect draw, they could get to the Sweet 16, but they ain't going to no fucking Final Four though with this team. They got way too many limitations on that team.
Shout out to LSU in the chat. Yes, me and Terrell Furman this morning did put out a 5-team parlay that did hit, by the way. I mean, we if you caught the morning show, we've been doing and the SWAC parlay, the round robin hits, which I said, bet them solo, also parlay round robin if you get the chance. The round robin hit, one game cost us the actual parlay. We're rolling over here, and
here's a hypothetical matchup, 8-9 game. UC San Diego, UConn. There you go. UC San Diego, fuck them up.
I think it all depends, man, because UC San Diego, I think UC San Diego is a better team this year, but I also think this is a team that has never, ever been in the NCAA tournament.
True.
Even their coach. So I think it matters where that game's played. It matters their jitters. You've seen before teams that look great in the regular season get to the NCAA tournament and they haven't been there, and they go cold for a half and the game is fucking over. You know what I mean? The game is fucking over just for one half. But I do love UC San Diego's team. I was talking about them on Sports Grid tonight.
They're so fun. They're so fun.
Yeah.
There is a chance, we could get an old Big East rivalry. I was looking at bracketology. The Mountaineers are around an 8-9. UConn's around an 8-9. I'd like a shot at the Huskies.
Yeah. I mean, how about St. Joe's putting it on Fordham? Glad we didn't bet this.
No bet. Good.
I was close to pulling the trigger on that.
Hey, that's as good as winning a bet. Not blindly betting the dog against St. Joe's and going discipline. No bet.
St. Joe's on the road historically been shit under Billy Lang, so I was like, maybe. This one, I can't believe this one, dude. I can't believe this one. So I'm gonna be honest.
Is this Virginia?
Yes.
Oh my god!
So I take Virginia getting, what was that number last night? 8?
7.5.
7.5. Yeah.
I can't believe this.
I sprinkled the fucking money line this morning. First half, first 10 minutes of the game, I look like a goddamn genius. At the half, they're up 5.
Yeah.
But Clemson, like a good veteran team, they own the second half. I feel like next year there's something to. I'm unorganized, so I didn't think about this all year, but you ever considered taking our first half bets? Just all of our plays first half?
It goes both ways. I've heard people say that, but then there's been other times where the dog kind of got punched in the mouth, but then just battled back. There is a rhyme or reason if you think that it's going to be a sleepy spot, but I think ultimately it ends up coming around the same hit rate. The handicap is a handicap. I mean,
this was brutal, man.
Oh yeah, I would make this bet.
I thought there's
times
no way
over.
there, especially with the way, like, I know UVA's defense isn't what it was under Tony Bennett, but it's still solid.
Yeah.
And I thought, all right, when I saw this up like 9 deep into the first half, I was like, I think we're good for the cover. The money line might get fucked, but we're good for the cover. No.
They had a double-digit second half lead. If you have a double-digit second half lead, getting 7.5 points, I could sleep at night if I lose that bet. Like,
what's crazy?
it's
Ready
not
for
a bad
this?
bet.
Wait till you hear wait till you hear this stat. Clemson was 1 for 10 from 3.
Yeah, man. Like
and they fucking won. Good God.
Virginia couldn't throw it in the ocean at the end. It was painful. But hey, you know what? You make that bet you make that bet 10 times, you win 6 to 7 out of the 10. This was one of the 3 to 4 that you lose. It's a winning bet that just didn't get across the finish line today because Virginia decided to go like 0 for 15 at one point in the second half. And yeah, I mean, it was.
So I opened the day with chronologically the time of the day. Miami not covering. Providence not covering. Virginia not covering. And then Colgate getting waxed by AU. Good God.
There's no bad beat here. They just got fucking fucked up.
No, there's no excuse. They just got their ass whooped. So I'm 0-4, and I'm like, this is definitely the day that I'm gonna need a bunch of shit because I've been on such a streak lately. There's no way that I can carry this on. But as our former president once said,
I think tide turning. I see. As I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of turn. It's easy to see a tide turn. Did I say those words?
I did say those words. This game was fucking bonkers, man. For a shitty C-Dub game. And I like the C-Dub, by the way.
Dude, the C-Dub has a better production.
I liked it. You know what's crazy? And let's have a conversation for a second. I know we got a long ass show, but
let's talk about it. Who gives a fuck? Everybody ain't going anywhere in the chat. They'll be here for the next 4 hours.
Amen. And okay, we watch all these games, right? You know I hate the Big Ten, but I got to give them credit. Their visual presentation is better than ESPN's. CBS is awesome.
Yes.
Big Ten, Fox or Big Ten Network is good. C-Dub is great. ESPN has the worst visual production of all of them. How is that possible? How do you have you almost have like a monopoly on the fucking sport, but I'm talking even Peacock has a better presentation. Now they don't have better announcers. I'm talking the camera quality, the graphics look better. The camera quality. ESPN has a shitty camera quality. It looks like you're kind of like way back there. Like the other ones look like you're there. It looks like it's just a better product. C-Dub is better than. How the fuck does the network with Buffy the fucking vampire, who never touched sports for fucking ever, hops into sports and figures this out before fucking ESPN?
And they hired my guy Tom Brennan. He's fucking awesome on the mic there. The fucking former Reds announcer. I fucking love that guy. He calls a damn good game, and they got a bunch of guys that, for whatever reason, they moved in a different direction over the last 4 to 5 years, and it's kind of a bounce back job, and they got a good production. So shout out to the ACC for figuring it out. You know what else they do? They scatter their tip-offs. They go 12, 2:15, 4:30. This shit ain't rocket
No,
science.
I'm on to them. I like them, man. Football and basketball.
Hey, did you see CBS started doing it today? The Johnnies didn't tip till 2:15. Who was the 4:30 game? There was somebody. Houston and Cincinnati.
Yeah, Big 12.
CBS did not go to 4:30. So, like, finally, I think we're finally getting the non-joined in progress, like we've been fucking banging with all these dumbass reviews. But to your point, man, when the Big 12 said that they were going to have more CBS Sports Network games, I was jacked up because I think CBS Sports Network is a good product. I think CBS is a good product.
Well, that's
ESPN fucking blows.
Well, what's puzzling is, I sit here with a 8 TV setup, and I would understand it if we're watching Lindenwood take on St. Peter's or some shit, right? But like, I'm talking the Tennessee game, the Tennessee Bama game. I'm watching that, and on my main, I have Tennessee Bama on my main with the audio on. On the sides, I got the other ones, man. I got the Houston Cincinnati game, which I'm like, God damn, that looks clean. It looks clean. The camera quality, the presentation with the scoreboard looks clean. It looks like you're almost at the fucking game, right?
Yeah.
And C-Dub's on Notre Dame and Wake, and I'm like, that shit's clean. I got to give them credit. It's big. Nebraska, Minnesota's on, clean. You look at ESPN, and I got multiple ESPN games on. I got the Tennessee Bama on the big, but I also got on the same TVs on the side the other ESPN games. So one of them was AAC game. But I'm saying like, you're sitting there saying, how the fuck does ESPN have the worst camera quality and the worst like presentation when they have almost a monopoly on the fucking sport?
Well, and to your point, like I got Hawaii UC Davis in the background. The quality of that game is on par with the Tennessee, Alabama game. Like the camera angle, I know they have like their little spin with the Hawaii Spectrum network. Yeah. But like the product and the like quality HD pixels, whatever the fuck the term is not far off. Like you're right, man. ESPN is garbage, and I've been saying it for
a while with football and basketball. And I'm just waiting. Like I feel like they're like a decade behind.
Yeah, I'm so glad they don't have the NCAA tournament. Like they suck. They suck.
Yeah. 2C's says sports are so watered down these days. They're ruining sports. I don't know. I think college basketball. I think college basketball is peaking personally. Yeah. I think it's better than it was 20 years ago, or 30 years ago even. So the game on the C-Dub, back to my original point, was Virginia Tech Syracuse was a fucking classic today. Syracuse was drilling them the whole game. Virginia Tech storms back. And then I think we have this thing intact. We're like, we're good. We're at the free throw line. We're up 3. Nope. They missed free throws. Then Syracuse hits a fucking buzzer beater to send it to overtime. And to start the overtime, Syracuse looked like the way better team for like a minute or two. Then the Hokies went on a run. We got it done. Double lock. That page, I mean, even if I would have lost, the ride was worth it. Your thoughts?
You know what's crazy is I forget who tweeted at me. They're like, "Hey, what about fouling up 3?" I go, "Well, you can't foul up 3 if you don't guard the person ever. So like you can't foul somebody if you don't guard. Why did Virginia Tech not guard Syracuse at the end of the game? They just let him walk into a 3-dribble 3-pointer. I was like, I mean, that was the easiest 94 feet anybody's ever had to go in 4 seconds to send it to overtime.
So Syracuse is going to end the season with 13 regular season wins. Maybe they get a 14th in the ACC tournament, but they're not getting more than that.
He's going to be back.
That's crazy. What are they doing?
I talked to some people today. There's going to be more people back than you think.
Well, that's because they have to pay a bunch of players. I told you that. I mean, we saw it this offseason in football. This offseason in football, like normally you get like 35 coaching hires. Mm-hmm. That shit was like 9. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking out of my ass a little bit, but I'm saying like it was very minimal. I mean, many schools decided to stay with guys that we thought Billy Napier was going to get fired. We thought, a slew of other coaches were going to get fired in college football that didn't get fired. Mike Young's going to be back, you think?
I kind of think Mike Young's going to be back.
I think you know why he might be back?
They've actually played hard at the end of the year.
Well, I think he's safer than Autry. Autry's got a big recruiting class coming in. I think that's what might save him. But Young, Virginia Tech's football first. They might have to buy out Prize contract. So I think that's going to save Young another year.
And they don't really care about basketball. Like they pretend like they do. Like when they were good with Buzz for a couple years, they don't give a fuck about basketball.
Yeah, but I also think like this day and age where your money, sports, football, and basketball dictates so much about your future outcome of where you're going to be from a TV standpoint.
They'd rather be really good in football, though. Like
No,
they
but
want, like all they care about is football there.
I think every single university's got a gut check. Like not every university, because everyone that's in a major conference or a top group of 5 conference, they had the alarm. I recently was talking to somebody that was involved, a former athletic director, and he was telling me that he was like, yeah, he goes, we shit the bed on this, and now like on realizing that we should have just been all in on football and basketball, because they were throwing money into fucking swimming and wrestling and all other things. And they were saying, now you're terrified that you're going to end up like Washington State or Oregon State, where they're just making just a fraction of what they used to make. So I do think Virginia Tech, though, is a football school first, but I don't think they have the luxury of ignoring basketball. I don't think they have the luxury anymore. There's only 2 revenue sports really. Baseball makes a tiny bit, so
Here's what I think. I think they're worried about getting football fixed first, and then they're going to get basketball fixed.
They're going to fire that athletic director too, because
I think they have bigger problems than Mike Young. I think they can They think they can maybe go in on some NIL next year, patch it together from Mike Young one more year, and then decide.
Potentially.
Potentially. I think Forbes is going to be back at Wake.
No, I don't think so. Well, they hired a football coach this year, though. You got to wonder how much money you threw in to that. You know what I mean? And you do have this pending paying players, a gigantic fucking tab owed to players that is coming into reality very shortly in the next 12 months. We hit on that. So of course my first bet goes to overtime on it. And then you ate a pile of shit on this. Auburn 94, Kentucky 78. I had the discipline to stay away. Your thoughts?
Yeah, they got fucking boat raced.
Won the SEC, by the way.
Yeah, outright with Tennessee. I did 2Q play. Played the building, played rough. I thought it'd be lit. I mean, it was lit, but I mean, Auburn is so much better than them. It's not even funny. I mean, they were mocking Kentucky at the end. They beat Kentucky like a little bitch today. I mean,
my fear was this, and I picked Kentucky on the picks page. I took Rupp, but I thought, man, you even told me this weeks ago. You're like, they're like BYU at Kentucky, so they lack premium athletes. And I'm like, well, when I watch Auburn, they got premium athletes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's just so I thought that potentially could come into fruition there. That was what scared me away. But but don't worry. We made up for it. We made up for it because hold on, let me load up this text from CJ, the Bet Detective. Check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. So we got when was this? We got we texted way more than I fucking thought. Well, we're on like a group text, but so Arkansas scores 14 first half points, is the fewest points a John Calipari led team has scored in half this century. I'm sorry, I can't read.
They got fucking.
We double locked South Carolina.
Low race.
They were up 32-14 at the half. Boom! 72-53 is the final. I guess they're on the outside again.
I still think that they're going to make the NCAA. All they got to do is win one more game because it'll be a quad one win. I was looking at their schedule. And you know what? From a metric standpoint, South Carolina's not bad either because they lose all those close home games. And South Carolina's 2-14 in the league play. They're really like a 6-8 team. They're
much better than the record. I know that.
6-10. They should be like 6-10 or at least 5-11.
But wait, where's that win coming from? They're at Vandy and home to Mississippi State. That's not easy.
Yeah, they'll get one of them. They'll split. They'll win at Vandy. Watch. They'll win the game that they're not supposed to. That's the Calipari that we know.
Yeah.
Win the games you're not supposed to, and then get absolutely bent over at South Carolina start to finish. Dude, shout out to Lamont Paris. Those guys have not quit on him.
He's a good coach, man. That's why I like
tough year. What
Murray Boyles was fucking on fire today. He's a good coach. It's like I chalk it up to like what Dennis Gates did last year.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be back next year. They'll be good.
It's a tough league, man. Like we've gone through it. I mean, everybody's crowning Auburn in Florida. They lost to them by a combined 3 points at home. They lost to Ole Miss by like 3 at home. They lost to Mississippi State by 4 at home. Like they've lost some crazy A&M by 5. They've lost crazy games to crazy good teams at home. They could easily be a 5-11, 6-10 team in this league, and maybe even a bubble if they just got on the right side of a couple of these games.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. Northern Kentucky 88, Youngstown State 79. I don't even remember what I picked. I didn't bet this, but
it stunk.
I think I took Northern Kentucky.
Yeah, I took the North. I didn't bet it though.
But we did bet this. Colgate system has been, you're hitting the TV all fucking year. Not the Catamounts of Vermont 10-point win at UMBC. Double luck. Your thoughts here?
Good win, Catamounts. The Catamounts are going to win the tournament. Unfortunately, they did not get a favor from Maine today, so
I know
they're going to have to go on the road, I think, and win. I'm looking forward to seeing them go on the road this year.
They'll be fine. They look great today. Watch the whole game. Also double lock the Ohio Bobcats. Lay at 5.5. They won by 9 in the Battle of the Bricks rivalry against Miami, Ohio. The Redskins.
Bobcats are going to win the tournament. Watch.
It's funny, dude. You can tell we do this every night because I was on a couple different shows today, and they'd asked me randomly. Wasn't like, sometimes they tell you what they're going to talk about, but they're like, so Akron's the 1 seed in the MAC. Is there anyone that could pick them off? And I was like, I think there's value. I led up to it saying like there's a bigger gap in the MAC than most years with the way Akron has dominated that conference. But I said, in the tournament, Ohio just beat them. And I was like, Ohio is a dangerous fucking team in this tournament. That was my play, even though we didn't have value on it yet. I said, watch out for the Bobcats. So we're on the same page.
Well, and if you're going to pencil them against Kent in that tournament, when every game that they play in Cleveland is a 1-possession game, when Kent led them for 35 minutes at Akron last night, you're crazy. I think Akron's the best team, but if you're giving me Akron or the field, sign me up for the fucking field.
Oh, especially in the MAC.
Action. It's a MAC.
But I will say, that's the most dominant regular season in a minute.
No doubt. No, they're good.
In the MAC,
in the
MAC, I'm saying, like, to only have one loss, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yep. Glad I did not pull the trigger on the golf course because they got worked today by Lowell. It's senior day, I think. 16-point win for Lowell. BU. Did you bet this? Did you end up betting this? Lafayette BU? Okay. Because Lafayette covered by 0.5 point. I took BU, didn't bet it. Lehigh absolutely drilled Army in West Point. I know I didn't touch this game. Jalen Rucker had a big game, but Army's all over the place this year, man. I don't even know what to make of fucking Army. I thought, we thought at one point that was senior day, dude. That was senior day, and they just got worked by the worst team in the conference.
They're stumbling big time down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see Army get to the NCAA tournament. I have zero confidence. We did bet VMI and we ate a pile of shit, a steaming hot pile of shit, as Dan Earl said it. Yeah, I used to coach at VMI, but to get this bullshit out of here with your goddamn Keydets.
Dude, they're good.
91-70, 21-point win for the Mocs. Your thoughts here?
That's it. You chalk those kind of wins up to just a good coach, because they had every reason. We had another team that was in the exact same situation in the OVC that laid a fucking egg. They had nothing to play for. They could have sat their guys. They could have fucking been partying, getting drunk, texting their fucking fat girlfriends and whatever the fuck they did while they're fucking enjoying a good old time. No seating didn't matter today, but they just went out there and took care of business, and they beat the fuck out of VMI. And VMI's been pretty good this year. So, like, I'm not just going to like, oh, yeah, they're supposed to be VMI. VMI has picked off team after team this year. So, Dan Earl, a shoo-in definitely for SoCon Coach of the Year. Not even close.
Yeah, agreed. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, if you didn't know. And gear up for March Madness, because it is fucking March and we have Merch Madness upon us. Promo code Madness in our merch store, and you get 20% off everything in our SGPN store. Get it now before the promo code is done. Promo code, once again, Madness. You can get a nice hat like this one right here. SGPN DGens hat. You can get a Pick Dundee t-shirt. You can get an Eat Shit Pit t-shirt. You can get a slew of different t-shirts. College basketball experience sweatshirt, college baseball experience sweatshirt, sports gambling podcast, I wagered today t-shirt, swing your sword Mike Leach t-shirt, my buddy. There's even more than that. I can't even fucking remember them all. Storm the Court t-shirts. Check them all out. Use that promo code Madness to get you 20% off there. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Yes, SGPN's partnered up with Edge Boost, the premier Visa debit card for bettors. An Edge Boost card allows you to avoid the hassle of having your card denied at the sportsbook, DFS site, sweepstakes site, racetrack, or casino. Plus, you can earn up to $750 per month in cashback rewards for using your Edge Boost card. And you know your money is safe as the card is FDIC insured. And the best part is no credit checks. And it's completely free. Sign up today and use that promo code SGPN so you get better cashback rewards and instant tier 2 status. That's edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. Once again, that's edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet every single sport. Plus, there's props for every game, and the live dealer casino is a bundle of fun. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well, even outside of the States. Easy deposit, lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head on over to mybookie.ag. Use that promo code TCE SGPN for us. For 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus a $10 casino chip they're going to give you. Just get your beak wet. That's mybookie.ag, promo code TCE SGPN. All right, we are back. We are rolling. I think we battled on we didn't bet this, but we thought differently. East Tennessee State took care of the Citadel. You took the Citadel, if memory serves me correct.
Yeah.
I took ETSU. Yeah. Citadel's losing streak goes to 21. Tell me, where the fuck is Beanick when you need him? Tell me you saw the end of the Chicago State St. Francis game. Regulation.
I saw a tweet. I missed it though.
Oh my God. We got to talk about this a lot. Okay. So it's 71 all. St. Francis has the ball, a chance to actually, no, that's the overtime score. It was 68 all. 68 all. St. Francis has the ball out of a timeout, half court. They're setting up. They inbound the ball. They're dribbling the ball, right? down to 7 seconds. They mishandle the ball. Chicago State steals it, and they have a runaway dunk alone. No one there. And he bricks the dunk with 2 seconds left.
I love it.
He bricks the dunk. The ball bounces all the way back to half court or whatever, a 3-point line. We go to overtime, and of course, they only score 3 points in overtime, and the red flash drill them. Nothing can sum up their pro basketball program. And I love Chicago State. You're doing football. You should, amen. Everyone should follow your fucking lead. But oh my God, this has got to be the most heartbreaking loss of the entire college basketball season. You have a dunk, a road win, which is fucking rare when you're Chicago State. This is a team that just can't get road wins really. Whew. That's tough, dude. That's tough.
Man. Yeah, they've been snake bit all year. Tough new league, tough travel per usual. Just they've been on the right side with Gillian the last couple of years, and Spinelli year one. They've had some tough breaks. So yeah.
But we picked this game correctly because they covered the 8.5 in overtime.
Yes. We did.
Next up.
So we have that going for us at least.
We did a bad play on Upstate as Longwood actually decided, hey, let's play basketball today. And they drilled Upstate.
Showed up.
Longwood, hey, fuck you, Longwood. Where was this last time? Another great game today that I watched way too much of here. And honestly, Dayton had no business winning this game.
Of course.
Richmond should have won it in regulation, and then they should have won it in the first overtime. But Dayton, they got 9 lives. They were able to get out of both spots. And then in double overtime, they win by 10. I mean, tell me you caught the end of these games.
Yes, man. I was thinking, of course, we didn't bet Richmond today, and they're going to fight. Dude, they should have won. They should have won, but like
should have won twice, regulation and then the first overtime.
And to your point, they've actually been playing. They've been playing all right. They just maybe the feds are onto them. May national TV today, CBS Sports Network. They go, hey, we got to be on our best behavior. Because I refuse. Like they've lost it from a covering standpoint. They've lost some crazy games from a covering standpoint.
Yeah,
where they've been in the game or leading for 32, 36 minutes, and then they just fall apart. So Richmond could be a
Chippy.
Mark my word. Richmond could be a pain in the ass team come A-10 tournament. They've been in all these games outside of VCU. VCU is a different animal, but outside of VCU, they've been in every game.
They could be chippy for a game. I don't know if they can consistently put multiple wins together.
Agreed.
But they could definitely take you down. I flew solo here. I tried to bring you with me. Bowling Green 61, Ball State 52. Ball State bullshit out of here. Bryant took down Maine 80-72. We were on the Black Bears there as Bryant stuck it to him. Bryant Martelli Jr.
Yep.
Regular season title. Give it to him.
He's gonna host a game because they got that call at Lowell. And
that'll be lit. That was a bullshit call, but that place will be lit for that game.
Yeah. Vermont's going to have to go on the road 2 Saturdays from now and find a way to win at Bryant if they're going to win to get back to the NCAA tournament. I think they can, but this is finally a task that we have not seen them on the road. And Bryant, who does Bryant have to end the year?
The Bryant Bulldogs have New Hampshire in Bryant.
Well, that's a tricky game because New Hampshire has been a feisty underdog. And if I remember correctly, the first they beat them by 19, but I thought that game was closer. Never mind. That's a tricky game with all the pressure on you. That's all I got to say on that one.
Yeah. Shout out to Devin. 18 days till Circa, boys. See you there. Hey, men. Brandon, Vermont's healthy now. They got this. Yeah. I mean, no, he did not talk me off Bowling Green. I flew solo on that. Go listen. Go watch the tape, Jerry.
Yeah, no bet for me.
Go watch the tape. I went in solo there. Albany 86, NJIT 59. Albany, it's really turned a fucking corner, huh?
Guy's fighting for his job. I mean, Killings. I mean, it was a little hot, and they've responded down the stretch. They've been playing better. To your point,
No, they've turned a corner. They've turned a corner, in my opinion. Shout out to Mike in the chat. There we go. Then you nailed. Did you bet Jacksonville State?
I went 1 for 1 on the square stinky lines. Mason ate shit, but Jack State got it done.
Double overtime. Moneyline Mac cashes on Jacksonville State 84-79. Hey, you took everything, but you got there, man. Your thoughts?
It was ugly, but they got there. They remain in the CUSA race.
Shout out to top 20 Louisiana Law. There we go.
There we go.
Send me your phone number next time I go to New Orleans. I need some representation. Northeastern 70, William and Mary 68. Told you I was smart to not bet William and Mary because they would fuck me. I knew they would find a way. Shout out to Northeastern. William and Mary's fading down the stretch. Your thoughts?
They are, and Northeastern's not. Northeastern, watch out for them in the CAA tournament. Bill Cohen, he's been there, done that. It's gonna be a fun league, fun tournament. Can't wait.
We both ate shit on Monmouth as Drexel drilled them. Drexel wins by double digits. Yame Butler with the big game for him. Bad play. And then we had a kind of an unofficial lock battle here. I decided to go in on the Oklahoma Sooners. I know you went in on Ole Miss, but Oklahoma. This is why you get the picks page. The SGPN app jumped in on these Sooners. Line went up a little bit. They almost won the game, but shout out to Ole Miss. They needed it. Your thoughts?
They do exactly what Porter Moser teams do, just enough to lose. What's Oklahoma in the league now?
Terrible.
I saw ESPN say that they were the last team in. They're fucking 4-12.
They're home to Missouri and they're at Texas. They could win both those. They're capable of winning both those.
Yeah, I mean, if they win both, they're 6-12.
Yeah, they got to win some in the SEC tournament. So
yeah, I mean they're saying they're on the inside right now.
Yeah.
Like at some point you got to win some games. They've casually lost.
No, they should be on the outside, in my opinion, right now.
Yeah,
they should be on the outside.
7 of 8. They've lost fucking 9 out of 11. I mean, come on, they've lost obviously 4 out of 16. This team's a joke. You have to win a couple games. You have to win a couple fucking games.
Yeah. John is correct there. Right. All right. Well, turns out we ate I can't believe I fucking should have listened to myself, man. I should have waited. Of course, Darian Williams and Chance McMillan play today for the Red Raiders. Texas Tech wins. I decided to bet Kansas, ate a pile of shit. You bet Kansas, ate a pile of shit. Kansas sucks. Bum ass Bill Self's apology too. Fuck off.
Yeah, what was that? I would not have bet Kansas if I knew McMillan and Williams were playing.
Of course, but we thought. I mean, that's why I was saying we should wait. But I mean, I'm still surprised the line didn't. I guess maybe the line. I don't know. I thought the line would then go down or up, considering the news. It didn't. It stayed the same.
I thought the line was indicative that they weren't playing.
I agree.
Like Texas Tech is better than them.
Yeah, that was tough. That was really tough.
That's back-to-back games this week where we've been burned by the Texas Tech injury report.
Yes.
Yeah, it's annoying. Kansas. They got no toughness, no grit. Outside of KJ Adams, at least he fucking tries.
Do you know their next 2 games?
Houston and Arizona.
They're gonna definitely lose to Houston, but Arizona, I mean, they could be looking at a 10. Yeah. Unbelievable.
This is the bad side of NIL. If you pay the wrong dudes and empower the wrong dudes,
it's Miami. They're basically like a slightly better version of Miami. From last year, or whatever.
what about Hunter Dickinson's quote unquote legacy? Like, he is such a bum. He has driven Kansas into the ground. Kansas.
Yeah, he sucks. Like
He's a bum.
yeah.
Texas Tech is good though. Texas Tech is pretty damn good. I like that team when they're healthy. When they're healthy, they can get to a Final Four, in my opinion.
I agree. I actually said that on TV today. Presbyterian might be able to go to the Final Four too, because this team keeps rolling.
Yeah.
Caleb Scott and these Blue Hose, dude. This is a great coaching job. See, this is what gets lost in the luster when you listen to all these other bullshit college basketball podcasts. There's some other decent ones, but there are a lot of them are just fat. Presbyterian, Florida A&M. There's a slew of other VMI. They're doing great jobs. They're doing fucking great jobs. All of those coaches are doing great jobs. I mean, this one is kind of remarkable. They have 14 fucking wins, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Presbyterian has been dog shit in college basketball for a good amount of time. I think it's one of the hardest jobs. Your enrollment is nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that enrollment in the school, I think, is incredibly low. And I'm just trying to so they made the NCAA tournament in '93, but that was D2. I'm trying to quickly look at their history here on so yeah, I mean, Quentin Farrell the past 2 years has kind of turned, but damn, Dustin Kearns, I guess, had him at 20 and 16 and 17, 18. But majority of their seasons in D1 basketball, they have only eclipsed 14 wins once. One time. And I know they're at Radford on Friday, but hey, they've been road warriors, man. And they beat, wait, are they at Radford? That's the tournament.
That's the conference.
Yeah. Okay. They just won at Radford by 7, but they have a chance to, have their second best season ever in D1 basketball. I mean, that's doing something right there. Next up, jumping over to, you covered this one by the hook. Unbelievable Vegas. Too late, 79, Elrod Hunter. Battlefield Earth getting that dub. Tulsa covers by the hook. Your thoughts?
Rigged game. Happy to be
100%. 100%. That's why you went in, though. We knew it was a rigged game from the start. I made the mistake. I'm not sure if you tailed me. I'll take the kill shot here, because I thought Holy Cross was going to fuck up Bucknell's season here. Bucknell drilled them. Bad play by me. George Mason loses by 17 at Duquesne, and I got to give Terrell Furman credit. He's like, Duquesne always owns Mason. And I thought, yeah, it's a different Mason. Tony Skid. No, Duquesne does own Mason. Big time win there. Your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I mean, I thought maybe the desperation spot, but yeah, I mean, they had the lead with like 10 minutes left, and they just fucking collapsed. So yeah, Mason. If you're an A10 fan, if you're a Mason fan, it's you're no more 2-bid league. That's not going to happen unless VCU gets picked off in the tournament.
Yeah. There you go. Shout out to Go Beebs. Yeah, and the Bet Detective, who's a Duquesne Duke. You nailed, and I stayed away. You tried to battle me, and I wasn't taking the bullets. No. Minnesota 67, Nebraska 65. Huge three. Who hit that three? It wasn't Garcia, right?
No, it was not Garcia. It was what's his fucking name?
67-65. The Gophers get it done. Your thoughts?
Nebraska, you can't lose that game.
Yeah,
Like you're a bubble team, and you cannot lose to fucking Minnesota at home. They've lost 4 out of 5, 3 in a row. They have been such a fucking streaky team here. Unbelievable. What the fuck is wrong? What's up with this Minnesota team? They win every game outright as a 7-8 point underdog on the road, and then they lose it as a 3 or 4 point favorite at home. It is the weirdest team I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Look at like their last 10 games. Their last 10 games, Minnesota. They won today as what, a 7-8 point underdog outright at Nebraska. They lost as favorites at home against Penn State and Northwestern outright. They won at UCLA and USC as 7-8 point underdogs. I think UCLA, they were like a 12 point underdog. They lost to Illinois at home. I actually think that was like a pick. They won at Penn State. They were like a 4 point underdog. They win every road game and
lost at home to Washington too before that
as a 5-4 point underdog or favorite. It's the craziest team I've ever seen in my life. They don't win at the barn, except Michigan. Yeah. Michigan sucks.
Wild game there. I'm glad I stayed away. We did double lock this one. Furman was getting 3. They win by 3. 78-75. Paladins get it done.
Maybe Furman's getting healthy. I think Furman's getting healthy playing better.
Yeah. By the way, anyone that wants to talk any shit, I went back and listened to last night's episode at the very end. I didn't listen to the whole episode because I'm not fucking insane. But 8-2 on my best plays that I gave out on the final 10 picks. The best bets section. So this was one of them. Double lock, South Carolina State -2.5. They win by 3. Eric Martin and company. Your thoughts?
It's my guy, man. It's this
was a game, by the way.
We worked together for what? We worked together for like 6 years. I was a manager when he was assistant under Hugs, and then I was a video coordinator. I am so happy for him. He has done an unbelievable job. He took a chance leaving West Virginia as an assistant to go take a MEAC job, a pay cut, and they are by far the second best team in this league. He had this is like you talked about the best coaching jobs that nobody talks about. This is one of them at South Carolina State. South Carolina State is fucking good. They're not as good as Norfolk, but they're right there. They're right behind them.
I agree. I think they're a legit team to get to the tournament. Are you catching this game live right now? Are we going to eat shit on this play? They had a 10-point lead, a minute ago?
Yeah.
It is down to it's about to be down to 5 with 22 seconds left. We're laying 3.5 with the Rainbow Warriors. Wait, did we get 3.5 or 2.5? I might have got 2.5.
I have I have 2.5.
So I think I got 2.5. I think I'm okay.
To piggyback on my point, they lost to Norfolk State February 1st. They have rattled off 7 in a row. They're 9-3 in the league. They're probably not going to win it because they dropped a couple tough ones early. But I'm telling you, if they play Norfolk again, I think they might get them in the conference final.
Oh, they will. I mean, I don't know. Lavelle Moton's good for fucking some team up, but I do think they're a really good team this year. Hofstra 70, A&T 49. That's the discipline. So glad we didn't bet this. Speedy Claxton and the Flying Dutchman get it done. I apologize for talking you off this lock. Air Force covered against New Mexico. Of course they did.
Let's go.
Did you bet this? I thought. I didn't know you went in. I thought I'd talked you off it. Moneyline Mac, lock it, aim high, miss small.
Who else locked airports at the pit today? Anybody else have the cojones to do that? I don't think so.
Yeah, that's a bold play right there. That's why you get the picks page, folks. SportsGalleyPodcast.com or the SGPN app. We ate shit on Oral Roberts though. No one else gave out Oral Roberts because they were terrible. Yeah, bad play. Close at halftime though. I felt good about it at halftime. Your thoughts as we ate a big old steaming pile of shit there?
Yeah, but we ate pile of shit here. I don't no much no more analysis needed. Just kind of got beat down here.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Daquan the Great, longtime listener, hell of a great guy.
Tonight.
And what's that?
I said tonight to answer his question.
Well, we'll be talking a Sun tonight. Did you want to talk more? I thought we are just doing a Sun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought we were doing a Sun.
Yeah. And shout out to Jay Burke. You guys are the best college basketball show. Yes, and shout out to Joey Lobster, my guy. He's into college baseball. Check out the college baseball experience too. We're killing it over there as well. This one might have been our sharpest play of the night. This was one of my best plays of the evening. Seton Hall getting 21.5. What was the biggest lead in this game? 10, 12?
Honestly,
11 was the biggest lead by St. John's, and that was in the final couple minutes. What were you going to say?
This may have been the most accurate handicap of the year of how this game would play out. Seton Hall was not going to give it to him easy.
Yeah.
But Slick Rick.
Slick Rick. He's going to find a way to get it done. Double lock on these Seton Hall Pirates. And yeah, I mean, if we really want to talk about it, I was going to wait till Beanick was here, but it's okay. I did cash my St. John's regular season Big Ten champ or Big East champs. Yep, plus 500. You're welcome. And what is the stat I saw today? Hold on, I think I even took a photo of this shit, so I remember.
Sometimes we rush through these shows, or we don't expand on, but this is one we need to expand on. It's the first outright fucking Big East championship in 40 years. 40.
Yeah.
What happened? Like what he's done at St. John's, and we need to put some light on it.
Oh, the potential was always there. Now, CBS Sports tweeted out this: Rick Pitino is the first D1 basketball coach ever to win a regular season title with 5 different programs. He won, by the way, multiple American East titles at Baltimore or at Boston. He won multiple SEC titles at Kentucky. He won multiple titles at Louisville, CUSA, Big East, and AAC. He won multiple MAAAC at Iona, and he just won his first Big East one with the Johnnies. This is why Danny Hurley is full of shit. And I don't even I'm just like Danny Hurley's a good basketball coach, but you're speaking arrogantly. Rick Pitino is by far the best fucking coach in the game. To me, there's a tier below him.
I'll take it a step further. I know everybody crowns Krzyzewski and Wooden because of their championships. You can make an argument Rick Pitino is the greatest college basketball coach of all time because he's done it at multiple stops. He went to the NBA.
He did it in fucking Greece. He was in Greece for 2 years. Won chips.
He went to the NBA and he got exiled from the game. So he has.
He still took the Knicks and the Celtics to the playoffs, though.
Well, exactly. But my point is, he doesn't have the total wins because he has 10 years missing from his fucking resume.
That's true.
He would have won another national championship at whatever program he would have fucking.
Well,
been.
I heard him talk about that. He regrets going to the NBA.
He never should, dude.
He regrets doing that.
But like Krzyzewski, obviously, you can't take away 5 championships at Duke, but it was all at one place. Wooden, all at one place. Both were different eras. Pitino now taking St. John's and putting them in the spotlight. If he gets to St. John's at a Final Four, I don't know how you don't say he's the best coach of all time.
Well, I'm looking at this right now. He'll be 73 by the time next season starts, but I think he's got some gas in the tank. I think
agree.
I think he'll bring them a national championship. He's only going to ignite an alumni base that has money. When you're in New York City, they care about that team when they're winning. And to me, they're going to come out the woodworks. And watch out. It's going to be great for college. It already is great for college basketball. New York City is, to me, it should always be relevant in college hoops. I think it should be relevant in college football based on the history, but it just hasn't been in a while. But, yeah, it's great for the sport. And I you know me, plus 500. I couldn't believe I got those odds early in the year. There we go. Next up, IUPUI stuck at the right state. We were all over this one. We just didn't bet it. Your thoughts?
Yeah, good win. No bet.
Yeah. I bet this, and I tried to bring you into this. Alcorn State's a fucking wagon. All right. Yeah, 71-55. Part of the SWAC parlay. They get it done against Prairie View. There's value on Alcorn in this fucking tournament. By the way, there is value. I know one team looks way better than the rest, and I'll talk about them in a little bit. But like Alcorn has looked a lot better second half of the season. Rob Donaldson agrees with me. Also, we had a battle, and I tried to tell you that Hackensack is full of bullshit. With their goddamn Jerry Subs pizza. Try to validate that. It almost sounds like fucking Beanick in Detroit talking about his bullshit pizza. What was the name of that pizza bullshit company we were looking up? I don't remember. But God damn it, you lost a shit ton of money on the fucking Sharks this year. And I tried to bring you in. And Lucas was rocking. Let me tell you, we even got her some broad, got a few cocktails in there. She started singing Sinatra. We all started dancing. Strick was having a good time. We all started puffing on some boom, boom. I'm telling you, there's so much money in these fucking Long Island Sharks. And you've been ignoring it all year. 2 seed. And I got news for you, New Britain. With your bullshit red coat motherfuckers. We're coming there for you. And we ain't got no bullshit. We're not trying to do some other fucking British city. New Liverpool. New whatever. With your fucking Beatles ass. What happened to John Lennon? I'm joking. I like John Lennon. But I'm just saying. Boom. He got taken down. And so what is fucking Central Connecticut State bullshit.
All I know is we're hard-working, tax-paying people like you, and we don't take shit from nobody. You got that, asshole? Ask me. The fucking union, it works for you.
Yeah, we had Barbara singing. She had a few martinis, singing Sinatra. God damn it, I almost got up there, but I couldn't think of the Tony Bennett song I fucking loved. But we're all over the thing. The Sharks blew out your bullshit fair dick. When are you gonna submit?
Well, Central Connecticut's gonna fuck them up if they play again.
No, don't spew that bullshit on these airwaves here. This is America, not
Wednesday night, Chicago State and LIU first round of the NEC. This tournament's gonna be fun. I can't wait for this one. It's very fitting that it's LIU, Chicago State. Hey, they clinched the first non-losing season in like forever. So shout out to Rod Strickland. I'll give him some fucking credit. I mean, that's unbelievable that they are not going to finish with a losing record here.
Well, you know why he deserves a real game ball, and like he's really done a good job. It wasn't working out for him last year, and they were terrible, but he was smart enough to be able to go hire Gerald Gillian, who had I think like Strick's obviously an NBA great. He was a great player, former NBA All-Star, but there is that gap. And Jared Gillian, I think, was a very good coach at Colorado State, at Chicago State. Yeah. I think that was, and sometimes that's all it is, man. Sometimes that's all it is like, know what you're good at, know what you're bad at. You're an NBA star, former NBA All-Star, New York City legend. You're going to be able to bring in more talent than anybody else in the NEC. You bring in Jared Gillian, and then he can help with the X's and O's, and you can learn something from him. I think that's great fucking coaching. Yeah, Sharks doing it. Lock battle win for fucking Dundee. And then we heat up here. Double lock on the goddamn Denver Pioneers. 78, South Dakota State 62, a 16-point win. I mean, I'll be honest, I love the play. I didn't have a 16-point win against South Dakota State on the bingo card either. Your thoughts?
Yeah, they fucked them up and they blew it open in the second half. So shout out to them. Good win. Impressive. Yeah.
Cleveland State put it on IPFW.
I can't figure this fucking league. This league, I can't wait for the tournament, but this league has been a fucking kryptonite of mine this year.
Yeah, I know you ate shit there on that. And look, I didn't go in on the pussy pack. Georgia Tech beat the pussy pack by 25 today. How bad is NC State?
I think they're out. No, wait, they have like one more mathematical scenario. They're legitimately going to miss the ACC tournament the year after.
I told you. People thought I was just being a sore loser. Honestly, I remember NC State fans, they thought I was being a sore loser. And I was like, no, this is the best thing possible for East Carolina or for NC or for North Carolina or UNC or Wake. The best thing possible is that NC State doesn't win a national championship and goes far into the tournament. They extend this guy who can't coach, and boom.
How can you not make the ACC tournament? It's not like you're in the Big 12 or you're in the Big 10. Like what? How? Yeah. How? You're with Miami, and
especially
Boston.
This year, not historically, but this year. Yeah. God. Abilene Christian killed UT Arlington today. I think. Did you go in on that?
No, I stayed away.
Okay. I ate shit here. I flew solo. I went on Morgan State -3.5. Of course, they only won by 3. Brutal. Yeah, bad play. Maybe our worst play of the night was this. Utah Valley beat Southern Utah. Oh my God.
Bazillion points.
By 41 fucking points.
Dude, they're kind of fucking good, man.
Yeah. But I bounced back and I believe I flew solo. I'm not sure if I talked you into this or not, but NC Central laying 3. No problem.
Buddy.
They get it done by 4 against Howard. Perry Smith, big day for the Eagles. Your thoughts?
Lavelle Moden, man, good coach.
Yeah, they're a dangerous team, by the way, in that tournament. Folks, I want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is throwing an epic March Madness party, and guess what? You out there listening or watching this fucking show, you're invited. All Rhythm users are invited to a first 4 watch party Wednesday, March 19th at the Awesome Stadium Swim in Las Vegas at the Circa. Free drinks. Whoa. That should win you over right there. But also you get a chance to hang out with the old Pick Dundee and company. Yes. The bet detective. You can ask the bet detective who he's most suspicious of. We'll have the whole team out there. And it gets better. Rhythm is also giving away a $250 March Madness future for one random lucky Rhythm user. Even if you can't make the party, you could still, hit with the future bet there. Just sign up for your free 7-day trial period today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. And come by and use Rhythm to help you fill out your bracket and make some bets while you're at it. It's a free party, free drinks, chance to hit a $250 future bet and hang out with us. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/party for the details at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/party. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy has hoops, college hoops that like an edge in hoops you can't find elsewhere. Cannabis Capper's been killing it on that. Publishing these articles, sportsgamblingpodcast.com. They got everything else too: NBA, NHL, CFL, UFL, MLB, PGA, fucking MMA. Underdog is offering also a Luka discount for every Laker game the rest of the regular season. Also for football diehards, they got pick'em projections for select players' 40-yard dash times during this week's NFL Combine. So what are you doing? Sign up, and when you do, use our promo code. Help us at TCE on. I'm sorry, the promo code is TCE SGPN. But not only are you helping us, you're helping yourself because you're going to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com promo code TCE SGPN. All right, we are back, and it's a good thing I did not bet Detroit because Milwaukee beat them by 22. We were ahead of it. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are Connor is making the trip.
Yes, Connor Sanders. Connor, hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter. You go to these places, we're gonna send you some shit.
Yeah, tag us in all these.
Yeah, tag us in these, but hit me up. Send me a DM saying, "What's up? It's Connor. Go fuck yourself, Dundee." And yeah, at the Colby D or at TCE on SGPN, we're gonna send you some shit, man. He's going Big South, SoCon, CAA, MAC, Big Ten. I mean, look at this. This is like my guy, College Football Campus Tour. If you're not familiar with the great Michael Barker, check him out. I might even try to join. I'm gonna hit. I don't know. I was thinking about hitting the. I don't know. I got to figure it out.
SoCon.
Yeah, I was thinking SoCon maybe up in Asheville.
I'm gonna go to the MEAC final, and I may try and swing the Big South.
Where's Big South again?
Johnson City.
Oh, that's not far, dude.
I don't know why they're in fucking Tennessee. There's no schools in Tennessee.
Still, that's not far from Boone.
Yeah,
it's not far from Boone.
I would love to see that Friday quarterfinal day of with all those top seeds playing.
Yeah. Connor, you're the fucking man. Appreciate the $10. Let us know how that goes for you. Tag us in that, and it's people like you. That's why I always say, no matter what, and that's why I appreciate everyone tagging us at the games you're at. It's great to watch them on 8 TVs. I love watching, and I'll be honest, I have my wife had our son come into the world in the past 13 months. So it's been a little tricky for me to get to a lot of games this year, but part of it is a strong part of what makes college basketball great is going to the fucking games and representing, that's why college sports, I'll put up against anything. First off, they're the ones responsible for creating the fucking sport, but also like, they're the ones like you watch a game at Kansas today. I know they lost. You watch a game at Tennessee with the fans. And then I was watching the fucking Seattle. The crack house was rocking.
Dude, it was rocking.
Dude. That's why the sport is always going to be the best. But it's as long as the fans go and the fans represent, and it will never be beaten. And the same for college football, same for college baseball. Like, you will never be beaten if you show up. So it's like you have to show up. You have to get out there to those games as much as you even have TVs. So that's awesome, Connor. Detroit's fucking terrible though. Nice win for Bart Lundy.
Yes.
Didn't bet them. We double lock UNC Greensboro. Boom. 108-100.
Played here every day.
Oh, yeah. This is what I thought it was a week ago. Incarnate Word also stuck at the Texas A&M Commerce. I should have bet that. Damn it. LSU. This is a morning play. If you listen to the pregame show, jumped in on LSU against Mississippi State, and we barely covered. I think you took Mississippi State, so we had another unofficial battle, by the way. But 12-point win by State. I was getting 12.5.
Well, I had 11.5. I got it by the hook. It was nice.
Okay, there we go. Best case scenario. Yeah, LSU tough year. Good win for State. And then this was one of the worst plays of the day. I actually think by record by deficit, it was the worst play of the day, and it ruined our SWAC parlay when you add that in. Alabama A&M got absolutely shit handled by 94-52. This ruined our SWAC parlay. Look, I went with the rivalry angle. I knew State was the better team, but I thought they would catch them sleeping a little bit. Not the fucking case. Bad play, and I apologize, and may God have mercy on my soul for this pick. Mac, your thoughts?
Didn't watch 1 minute. Beat down though.
Yeah.
Good God.
State's another one. There's some value in, like Daniel Katie is saying in the chat. State's a good team. Tennessee State won by 5. I don't believe they covered though against Southern Indiana. But we did. Did you go with me on this? I can't remember. The other leg of the SWAC parlay is Jackson State minus the points. They won by 15 against Texas Southern. Did you go in on that or no?
I had Texas Southern. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, so you ate shit on that. We battled? I don't remember battling.
Yeah. No, I had Texas Southern.
Oh,
lost. Yeah.
All right. Well, now I feel even better about myself. Yeah. Thank you. Shout out to Kelly in the chat. You're right. When the fans are not in the stands, affects the home team. Like it just affects the product. Is that the product is you're getting the purest form of basketball with fans. Like the purest form of basketball is probably at the high school level, but you get a bunch of shitty players. So this is the best fusion of both. That's why college basketball is the greatest fucking sport. The best form of basketball in the fucking world. I'll put it up against any fucking thing, but to me, it's light years ahead of everything else. Same can be said for college football to me, but that's the thing is you have to have that's part of it. You know, there's a lot of elements to it. A lot of it is also the fact that you're playing at these venues that are fucking fantastic. You know, you don't get that shit in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like you don't get it in the NFL. There's not many good stadiums in the NFL. So, anyway, let's get to the elephant in the room here. Tennessee 79, Alabama 76.
What a game.
Oh my God, dude. You know, I got to give Nate Oates some credit. I had Tennessee minus 3.5. This is one of the 2 games I lost in the 10 games I gave away at the end of the show. I actually think Tennessee got very fucking lucky today. Not only with the game winner, but the banked in 3 at like the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, Tennessee didn't play well today.
They did not play well today. And I actually think Alabama was the better team today on the court.
Yep.
Now, it didn't result in the win, and that's how sometimes it goes. But I was very impressed. That was the best version of a Nate Oates team against Tennessee. And I'll even take it to the year they won against COVID because you throw that shit out. Shout out to Ken in the chat. Ken Hatt. I know Ken Hatt. He got Tennessee minus 2.5 live. There you go. I ate shit on this. Surprised Alabama was able to shoot almost 40% from 3. It did not have that on the card. Your thoughts on this one? Is this was a classic? This is a game that I could watch 10 years from now. Your thoughts?
Just to your point, an unbelievable game. Alabama 9-point lead with 10 minutes left, but Tennessee put the clamps on them down the stretch. Like Alabama's what do you call it? Fucking open offense where they just try and drive, kick. Tennessee locked them up in the last 4 or 5 minutes, I thought. And but then also Alabama choked, missing free throws, turnovers down the stretch. And finally, Mashak hits that fucking, 40-footer and just an unbelievable win. I'm telling you, man, this Tennessee team has got a little magic to it, in my opinion. They've won some close games this year that they haven't won in the past. I like
the Illinois game, yeah.
Yeah, or the A&M game where they make the three in the corner with Ziegler. Ziegler was not very good today, and just a good college basketball game. And now, great
environment.
Yeah,
should have stormed the court though, you pussies.
Yeah, I guess they
should
were
have stormed
the
the court.
5, but I mean, I guess
whatever.
Yeah.
It's Alabama. They're the ones that bitch about it in the first place. The team that started it all. You have to.
It's I think Tennessee has the inside track for a 1 seed over Alabama now, though. I mean, that was a big tiebreaker game, resume wise.
Well, yeah, and I actually worry about Alabama because they are at A&M next. Or no, I'm sorry. Who's at A&M? Auburn's at A&M. They're home to Florida, and then they're at Auburn. I think I have that correct, right? Auburn's at A&M, and then the Iron Bowl. Bama gets Florida. They could, I mean, but if they don't get their shit together, they could lose both those. I don't think they will, but they could.
How about the Auburn players singing Rocky Top?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. And once again, back to our conversation about why college basketball is the best version of basketball on planet Earth. You get shit like that. That's what I'm saying. You don't get that.
Bruce Pearl fucking tweeting out Rocky Top, baby, because they won him the fucking SEC title. Everything came full circle today for Auburn. Good day for Auburn and Tennessee. Bad day for Alabama.
Yeah, these SEC teams were a bunch of pussies, though, with the court storming. If you're an SEC fan out there and you're not storming, you're a fucking idiot. All right? You don't let them win. All right? We ate shit on USC +8, and I felt good about it. I was even talking shit about the play at halftime.
USC sucks.
They do suck. Bad play. We also ate shit with Brown as fucking Dartmouth took it to him. Brandon Mitchell day, big day for fucking Dartmouth as they won by 20 against Brown. Unbelievable, nice win.
Yeah. Didn't see that coming for sure.
Montana State stuck it to Sac State at the Nest. Didn't play that one. Harvard upset Yale. There's a rivalry game win for the Dog. And then one of my top plays of the night from last night, and we double locked this thing. St. Louis 98, Loyola 67. Loyola can't score on the road. Easy play. This was over the first fucking 5 minutes of the game. By the way, Salt Frazier went for 28, 7, and 5. Your thoughts?
Dude, the Bill kids fucking were making shots.
They're a dangerous team, though, man. They're a dangerous team because
they've
been dinged up a little bit, and they get everyone back.
Yep.
Lindenwood knocked off Tennessee Tech in the OVC. I don't even remember who I picked, but I didn't bet it. You ate a pile of shit on UCF. I picked UCF. I just didn't bet it. Tulane. TCU 89, UCF 78.
Jamie Dixon 9-9.
Unbelievable. Give that guy a fucking game ball.
And all they got to do is beat Colorado, and they at least clinch 10 Big 12 wins. How? This team is terrible.
Shout out to Todd G. My son and I listened to your show. He won a 5 part. He won 5 parlays for 20 grand.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, he's being sarcastic. Maybe he's just doing shtick because he sees other people in there. I hope you did. You know, this is the best. Is this Todd G back in the day? Is this Maryland Todd G? We had a big fan when I was doing the show solo. Todd G was a fan of ours. I don't know if it's the same Todd G, but if so, man, great to see you again, brother. You nailed this one, and I got to be honest, Terrell nailed this too. Colorado State blowing out Utah State 93-66. Man, and I'll tell you one thing, man. I watched a lot of this game. Nick Clifford. Dude, he might be the best player in the fucking conference, man. He's coming on, man. Every game I watch, I'm just like, whoa. What's that?
They need to be in the dance.
I'll tell you what, man. They're pushing that though. What are their losses? They have some bad losses early on, though, man. Right?
Riverside.
Because I remember watching them in November. This is exactly your point, though. On watching the progress of a young team. They were ass in November. I remember thinking they're going to finish dead last. Maybe I was like, they're in contention for being one of the worst programs in the Mountain West in November. But man, good coaching. You see it right in front of your fucking eyes.
Yeah, Colorado fucked them up. I mean, their losses are to Ole Miss, Riverside. Riverside's the bad one, but then
Riverside's a good team, though, dude.
Washington isn't the worst loss in the world because like their numbers aren't horrible. Colorado, I mean, they're not great, but I mean they're not horrible. VCU, they're good. New Mexico, San Diego State, New Mexico, Utah State. So they got to be in.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you're comparing it to SMU, they have better wins than SMU.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat State. They've beaten Boise State. They've beaten did they beat New Mexico?
Utah State by 30, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty damn impressive. We double locked Winthrop 103.90. And I'll be honest, Asheville dressed this up a little bit. Winthrop ass whooping today. Double lock. Your thoughts?
Yeah, blowout. I mean, total beatdown to your point.
Delaware State did not cover against Coppin State. We didn't bet that, but we did bet this. Hampton plus the points, double lock. Hits. God damn it, it's a free show. Least you can do is go to iTunes and give us a 5-star review. 5-star review, iTunes or Spotify or whatever. The comment section. Give us the 5. You know, sponsors look at that shit sometimes. They always say, they see a 1-star, someone calling me a pile of shit. Yeah, maybe we keep them, maybe we stay away. Navy 81, Loyola Maryland 68. Nice win for Navy. I think we called that correctly. Just didn't bet it, but we did bet this and we ate shit. And God, I shouldn't bitch, but like we had this. This was a frustrating loss. We were laying 1.5 with UTEP. They lose by 1 in overtime to Middle Tennessee. Yeah, man, Golding's bunch. Tough way to end the season here. Yeah, tough down the stretch. Western Michigan took it to Northern Illinois by 4. We covered, no bet. Morehead State. You bet Morehead State, right?
No, I stayed away today. They won finally.
Yeah. They won by 12 against Martin Holden with 47 points. Then we double locked Eastern Illinois and they put it on SEMO by 15. Boom. Oh, you think that was it? No, we also double locked SIU Edwardsville. Boom against Little Rock. They won by 8. Oh, are we done there? No, we also double locked Xavier against Creighton. They won by 22. Boom. And yet they still hate. We also picked Buffalo, and they beat Toledo outright by 13. We both picked Buffalo. Oh, but let's go back to the other locks. We both locked up Northwestern State against Houston Christian. Boom. I get so sick of these fucking comments. This slander for what we do. Stonehill won by 6 against Lemoyne. I forget what we picked. We didn't bet it. We did, or I ate shit at least on picks. Didn't bet Western Carolina, but they didn't cover. Okay, I forget what you did, but we also double locked Bethune-Cookman against Southern. Bethune was getting points at home at the Moore Gymnasium. 70-69. Bethune wins it outright. God damn it. I'm telling you. FBI, call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. We're all over this shit. We had the discipline to stay away from Corpus Christi, Southeast Louisiana, because we would have ate shit. Oh, and then we double locked the Cincinnati Bearcats against Houston. Boom. Cash. Then I did eat shit with Idaho as they only won by 2 in overtime, and I laid like 4.5. But whatever. But you responded with Stanford beating SMU as a lock. Moneyline Mac getting on the board there with the flying solo. Oh, and we followed that up with Cal Poly double lock. Boom! They won by 26. Oh wait, is it over? No, because I locked up Idaho State against Eastern Washington. 78-54. Did you battle me?
No, stayed away.
Oh my God. Wait. What happened here? We double locked Portland State. Down 10 at the 4-minute mark, no problem. Overtime win, lay at 2.5. 79-76. Oh, wait. Stop, Dundee. Right? You guys are getting carried away. You guys hit all those bets? Yes, we did. And we gave them away. Go check the fucking tape. Oh, what do we do here? The next game. Oh, one of my top plays of the night. And we both double locked South Dakota minus the points against North Dakota. Boom! They win by 13. Cover the number. Hi, how are you? I mean, I know you're not talking here. This is the music's fucking playing because we're just on top of the fucking world over here. What do you want to talk about? Any of those games we just dominated?
I think we should talk about Xavier. Xavier's going to fuck around and get in the NCAA tournament.
I think you're right. You're right.
I called this a couple of weeks ago that their schedule set up nicely. That place was on fire tonight. They blew Creighton the fuck out. They've won 6 in a row now. They got Butler. Yeah. But I mean, Butler's a tough one. That's kind of a tricky spot.
Is it at Butler? Is that at Butler?
It's at Butler. So that's the trip up spot. And God, I thought Cincinnati could fucking give Houston credit, but I thought Cincinnati could hang in there a little bit more. But easy cover.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, I mean, home teams ruled in this window because
we were on point. We just hit like 20 straight bets in a row.
I know. Yeah, I think at one point it was like 15 out of 18.
Yeah,
double locks in a row.
Oh well, we got more coming. Don't worry. Penn did beat Columbia. We didn't pick the game. I don't even sure if we had the fucking line for that game on the show last night. But you bet Notre Dame in the points against Wake, and that covered. You flew solo here. Wake barely escapes. They're in the dance, according to Sub. We did eat a pile of shit on Sam Houston as La Tech. When La Tech wants to play basketball, they're actually really good. They stuck it to Sam Houston today. Ate a pile of shit there, but don't worry. We bounce right back up. Double lock. Charleston against Campbell. They win by 22. Told you it would be lit. It was lit. Shout out to Sugar Tits in the chat. Love Sugar Tits. But the Mexican, how about this? I knew we should have bet this, dude. You saw New Orleans covered. First game since the scandal. They covered against the Mexicans. Of course they did. We should have bet that. We picked it correctly, though. Stony Brook took down Elon. Now, we didn't bet this, but I would have taken Elon there. Watch this whole game. Nice win for Stony Brook's all of a sudden starting to play better. Wagner covered the number against no, they didn't. I forget what it was. Was it 7? Was it 7? I think it was a push.
7.5, I think.
Okay, it was 7.5. I mean, we didn't bet it, but I think we hit or either pushed. We double locked Vanderbilt money line. Boom, 93. I'm sorry, 97-93 at overtime. These doors getting it done.
What a fucking game.
I watched this whole game. This was great. Great stuff. Great stuff.
What a comeback by Vandy. 20 wins now. Mark Byington, year number 1. They're dancing.
Coach of the year.
Debate. It's in. They're in.
Yeah, no debate. We also double locked UMass. 91-88 against Rhode Island. We get it done. Yeah, we were down big at half. We battled back. Went to that press. Press got him. Should we stop? No, we can't stop there. We double locked the Nazis as they went into Nagadocious and covered for us with a double lock.
Good job, Hitler.
And then we get to this one where this one we were on the right side. This is just a bad beat. The shipment came to Washington D.C. today, and let me tell you, with 1 minute left, George Washington led by 7. We're getting 10.5.
I know.
We had this. We fucking had this. Fell apart on the final, like 110 left, 7-point game. I'm okay with it because we got lucky in a couple games. But you did eat shit on that with me, and then you ate shit on Washington. I stayed away off Washington. But these Hoosiers, 78, Washington 62. Your thoughts?
Dude, fucking Indiana. I give them a lot of credit. I know it's Washington, but that had let down written all fucking over it. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. Dude, Woodson's gonna get in the tournament, and if he goes to like the Sweet 16 or Elite 8, how do you move on from him?
It's Keats Kevin. Who? I know him as Kevin Keats 2.0.
Yeah. That's Mike Keats.
We got so lucky here. I mean, not really. We were on the right side, but I was terrified. I had to go quickly check my book to remember what I bet it at. We both double locked Pitt, and they covered by a half a point. Hail to Pitt. Hail to Pitt.
I forgot it was 11.5. Dude, how did they almost not cover? They had the lead with 6
know.
left.
Chucky Hepburn was nasty today, but I mean, yeah, I actually for a second I was like, damn, I thought we had lost this.
Yeah.
Then I checked the number. I was like, okay, I got that. Okay.
That's a great scenario. You win betting Pitt, but hey, Pitt, you still fucking suck and you ain't going to the dance. Nice cover. Nice loss.
I also flew solo here. I think I wanted to bring you with me. All right, maybe you went with me. I can't remember. Florida A&M, the Rattlers. All right. 73-68 lock. Another leg of the SWAC parlay cashes. Then we stayed away from Oakland, Green Bay. This game was actually, I'm actually like shocked Oakland was able to win this game because when I was watching, it looked like Green Bay was going to win this outright. But Greg Campy finds a way to get it done. We picked it incorrectly, I think, but we didn't bet this, so who cares?
Is Green Bay going to fuck around and be a pain in the ass in the tournament? They are actually playing.
They should have actually won this today, dude. They were like a 4-point lead with a minute and 20 seconds left or whatever.
Yeah, they're up 10 with 5 minutes left.
Yeah,
We bust Gottlieb's balls all the time, rightfully so. But his team is actually playing hard for him.
Yeah. We double locked New Mexico State. They won by 18 against the tops of Western Kentucky. I mean,
over 5, 6, 7 o'clock window.
We just killed it. Even this one, we didn't bet, but we should have because Dr. Bradley and we picked it correctly. We laid the points with Pine Bluff. Doc Bradley went for 26 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block because the Doc is a fucking animal. Picked it correctly. APB puts it on Mississippi Valley State by 25 points. We double locked Fresno State. I did the shot. I'll do another goddamn shot. It's the type of fun we're having tonight. I'm sure we'll get a 1-star from the music, but the music means we won a lot of money, so it's okay.
Fuck all these snowflakes. I'm so sick of all these sensitive little bitches on the internet. It's just like, shut up. You're living in your fucking parents' basement and you fucking wake up at noon in your fucking underwear, you fucking loser.
Dude, we got a comment like before the show. I got super pissed because, I mean, we had an unbelievable fucking night. And, not let alone from our ATS plays, but then like the money line play and then the future of St. John's hitting and the parlay hitting. And I'm just sitting there like, someone gave us it's a perfect thing for life because someone was like, I forget what team it was, but the Tennessee game. Yeah. So it was like, Dundee, you're a fucking idiot. You locked up Tennessee. First off, like they still won. I was a half a point off technically. I mean, I think Alabama actually deserved to win that game, but like,
hilarious.
I was a half a point off there. But I mean, you should at least check to see how we did.
I know.
Before you talk shit, because let's let the party continue. We double lock Lamar. They only lost by 2 to McNeese. They cover with ease. There was a dust up after the game.
That was nice. I saw that.
Oh yeah. And here's another one back to the Fresno State play that we double locked. Let's go. You locked up Utah against Arizona State. I stayed away. Utah won by like 27, 26, some shit like that.
How about that win? They won by 30.
I didn't watch a second of it, so I don't even know what happened there. But big time win. That's your boy too. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm happy for him, man. Now he plays the Mountaineers next.
Yeah, we did eat shit here because we took Florida State plus 24 points, and they even honored Leonard Hamilton at the fucking game, which I actually had as part of my fucking handicap. They asked me on Sports Grid today, and I was like, him and Coach K were good friends. They'll take it easy on him. Take the points. No, ate shit.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
that thing open late, bad. Oh my.
Shout out to Merrill giving us $20. Appreciate you. After that, Delaware got blown out by Wilmington by 30. Didn't bet that, but we picked it incorrectly. Northridge stuck it to Santa Barbara. That place was lit. Back to what we're talking about, which college basketball. This was in that gymnasium there in Northridge. I forget the name of it. This place was packed. It was great for the fucking sport. I mean, just watching all these games, it's perfect. Santa Clara beat Pacific by 31. Didn't bet this, but holy shit.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
I did not see that one coming, but did eat shit here. This is a lock battle win for you as the UMKC Kangaroos hop into Schoenecker Arena and covered the 9. Only lost by 6. Lock battle win for you against me.
I mean, anybody that's going to draw UMKC, that's going to be a pain in the ass team. That team's talented, man.
Yeah.
They're way better. I don't know how the fuck they're like in last place. They're like a top 4 roster.
Yeah. Shout out to Darius Johnson giving us $10. Appreciate you, Darius. We also battled here and you won. Georgia 83, Texas 67. All right, here, Texas, get him the fuck out.
Out.
Get him out. I don't want to hear any more conversation about Texas. This was an ass whooping. I at least expected a game. Like maybe you could cover by Texas winning by like a buzzer beater or Georgia winning by like what? This was over 3 minutes into the fucking game, 30 seconds into the game. Ass whooping. Georgia's been terrible on the road, and they went to Austin and whooped their ass. Your thoughts?
That's a fireball fence. That place was lit. And Georgia went in there and took the life out of the crowd. Yeah. And like to your point, it was never a game. That was the bubble game of the night. It was Georgia, Texas. The winner was going to have the inside track. The loser's probably out. And how the fuck do you no-show at home, Texas? I mean, even as much as I like to clown them, I thought Georgia could win it at the end. I never thought they would just blow the doors off.
I didn't have. Yeah, me too. Me too.
Get the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Good for Mike White. Good for Mike White.
I like to see him go dancing. Let's go, Snow White. We also took Oklahoma State. Did you bet Oklahoma State? I just picked Oklahoma State. There we go.
I bet Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State hits against Baylor. Someone had messaged me about the San Diego State Wyoming game being fixed. I had it on for a little bit, but I didn't bet on the game. So Aztecs win by 3. Did you catch this? I barely caught this.
Oh, I bet Wyoming, and I was on the right side of the fix. Dude, they teed up Dutcher and 3 different San Diego State players all within a minute.
Oh, I think I did see Dutcher. Yeah.
This little pencil neck fucking referee. I don't know his fucking name. I need to find his name and tweet him out. He should be suspended for the rest of the year. That little fucking bitch. He took the game and made it all about himself, and that's what Dutcher kept saying over and over again. He goes, "Why are you making the game about yourself? You had 2 good teams, Wyoming, San Diego State, back and forth, and this guy called 4 technical fouls in a 60-second fucking span. It was a joke. I had Wyoming, and I'm glad I won my bet, but as a basketball fan, that was a clown show, and the Mountain West, I hope, suspends that little fucking prick. Fucking bitch.
Moneyline Mac locked up those Wyoming Cowboys cash. He also locked up. I stayed away from these two. Marquette as they drilled Georgetown by 15.
Marquette, my boys. Georgetown's down. They got no players left.
Bill's Mafia says, "How do we tip on here? Can anyone walk him through this? Where the fuck is Beanick when you need him?
Phoenix dead.
How do you tip on this? I don't know. You got to investigate. Dude, we had a tough beat in this one. Utah Tech. We had Utah Tech plus 3.5. Cal Baptist wins by 4. Utah Tech was up a lot of this fucking game, dude. We lost by a half fucking point. Oh man, that was tough. We also got drilled on Texas A&M. We got a little too cute there. Florida's really good. Florida's national championship good. And I just thought Florida would win by 7, by 6, by 5.
I thought it'd be a rock fight. I mean, Texas A&M just dropped 2 home games. That was a desperation spot.
They're fading, man. And they got Auburn next. I'm going to jump on that, by the way. I call it that now. I'm locking up A&M again. Let's see if I can lose a 5th straight game with A&M. But I think it's the right spot. We also double locked, and I believe this was one of my top plays of the night. Iowa State minus the points against Arizona. Matola 17 margaritas deep. I mean, this was one of our top plays of the night there. Easy play. Your thoughts on Iowa State putting it to Arizona?
Iowa State's the best team in the Big 12 when they're fully healthy. I know Houston has the best record. When Iowa State is fully healthy, they're the best team, and they're back. So hopefully they can stay healthy, because I think this team can go far and get to a Final Four.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a fucking ass whooping from the second it started. Yeah. I flew solo, I believe, here, but I locked up Northern Colorado against Northern Arizona, and they won by 10. They were up 20 majority of that game. Cashed. Didn't bet this, but I told you Steve Lavin would get that first win in a while, and he did. 82-80 against Portland. We also took UC San Diego minus the points. I gave this away on TV. And I didn't even bet this. I forgot to bet this. They won by 45. I mean, this needs to be a fucking documentary. They're in their 3rd or 4th season at D1 basketball, and they are 26-4.
Thank God they're eligible. Thank God they're eligible.
God.
Imagine if they were not eligible for the goddamn NCAA tournament because they transitioned from D2 to D1. These fucking idiots.
Yeah. Then I'm surprised. Actually, Circle of Trust. So I was making a lot of money, if you can't tell already by today, and that fucking music playing nonstop. Circle of Trust, and I know you locked this up, but I did not on the show last night. But I joined you, and I ate shit. I laid the 11.5 with St. Mary's. St. Mary's only won by 10 against Oregon State. Ate shit. But don't worry, we bounce back. Long Beach State with that big number. Only loses by 10. Double lock. Cash. What's that?
But I know they didn't cover tonight, but we got to shout out St. Mary's. They went 27-4 this year. They lost Mahaney to UConn. They lost Jefferson to Iowa State, and they just reloaded and went 27-4. Like, it was fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. You're talking about underrated coaching jobs. What Randy Bennett did this year out there, unreal. And I
think this could be the legit. I'm so interested to see where they get seated, if they can win, if they can win the WCC, because this could be the year that they really get over that mountaintop.
And to your point, Colby, like we said this about Gonzaga forever. Like they just had to keep getting there, break through. San Diego State couldn't win the big one, play too slow.
COVID came through and fucked up one of their seasons as a 1 seed. Yeah.
You keep putting enough quality teams, good players, good coaches, you're going to break through eventually and get a couple bounces that go your way, like San Diego State. So maybe St. Mary's is the next San Diego State. I hope so, because they've had some bad luck, bad draws.
It's like Beanick. I told him he's down in Florida. I said, go to this bar called the Rusty Pelican by your house. You go there enough nights, you're guaranteed to pull ass out of there one of these nights. All right. So it's very similar.
Knocking on that door and you're going to knock that bitch down.
All right. We did eat shit here, and this is your boys. I told you it was a mistake for me to bet this team. Shout out to Tyler Mulligan, by the way, giving us $5, and shout out to Bill's Mafia for giving us $5. Appreciate you. We ate shit on West Virginia. And once again, I lose more money on West Virginia, which just moving forward, when I take West Virginia, never take West Virginia. When I fade West Virginia, never fade West Virginia. Do the opposite of whatever I do involving West Virginia basketball games. What the hell was this, buddy?
First half was good. And then we got provoed. We got soaked. They fucking played the game at our pace to start our first half, and then the wheels fucking fell off. But hey, I mean, tough place to win. Yeah. Just need one more win to get to the dance, and then
tough place to win. No alcohol. Of course, we lost.
We were having withdrawals in that second half.
No alcohol, no cursing. Of course, we lost. No alcohol, no sex, no cursing. Of course, we lost.
Yeah. Fucking BYU, man. I'll tell you what. Like, BYU's a bunch of soft asses, like their team roster wise, but they got some good fucking players.
They're coming on, man. Ever since they did that lineup change, they've been fire.
And they got the number one player in the country coming in there next year.
Dude,
they're investing the fuck.
I always said in NIL.
Yeah, BYU is pumping that money in there.
I mean, they won a national championship in football in '83 or '84 with Robbie Bosco and Jimmy Mack and shit. Well, Jimmy Mack started the program. He was gone by then, but Bosco and then Steve Young. And in the NIL era, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I personally think like BYU was misrepresented over the past 30 years or 20 years in the sport because of their religious affiliation. I thought they should be considered a blue blood, or like along the lines of that. And now that NIL is legal, you done fucked up. You done fucked up.
And they got the big.
They have endless fucking money. Every time, dude. Ridiculous. How about this? Let me tell you. Every time you go drive in LA down to San Diego, you're on the 5 freeway. I used to host a comedy show every week in San Diego. Opening up for the Disco Pimps. Shout out to the Disco Pimps. I'm sure they probably all died of cocaine overdoses, but they were a fun bunch. You pass this gigantic. It looks like some shit out of Conan the Barbarian, like the final fucking scene where you got to go in the castle with all the fucking mirrors and take your sword to all of them. Right on the 5 freeway. It's right there. So then check this out. I go to Columbia. My wife's from Columbia. I go to Columbia. I'm up in the fucking mountains of Columbia, hanging out, bouncing around the country, checking out the country. Beautiful country. Damn, if I don't see, I go, God damn, look at that big ass temple over there. What is that? That's a Mormon church. What?
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Funny, man.
They got down there. They got down there, man. I was like,
yeah.
So you guys just sold that land? What happened? That wasn't here before, right? No, they sold that land. I'm like, that's wild. They done fucked up. They done fucked up. I'm telling you, and it's great for the sport. Great for the sport.
We'll never see a Krzyzewski run with what he did at Duke, but could BYU be like the next like Duke in a way?
In
like
football and basketball,
fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Fucking like crybaby bitches because they're annoying now. Kevin Young is annoying as fuck. He bitches about every call like an NBA guy. He is annoying as hell. But I'm like, I mean, they're good. They have fucking pros on their team.
Yeah,
they could be like the Duke of the West now.
Yeah,
with all the money that they have, buying players. I mean, yeah.
They're asking what city in Colombia. So I was in Chinchinau and I went to Manizales, somewhere along there. I'd be lying if I could tell you exactly what city that temple resided in, but it's there. They have it somewhere there along the lines between those cities. Yeah, nice win. I mean, dude, we actually had some, considering we had a great night, we had some horrible beats late night. Boston College had no business not covering here.
They're so fucking it. They got to eliminate.
Dude, no, if you watch this fucking game, they were covering the entire fucking game. We were on the right side here.
Like micro, they should have covered. Macro, they're just ass.
Yeah. Also, Seattle, we were getting 2.5 with Seattle. They lost by 3.
Oh.
It was another half-point loss, but we did pick Washington State correctly, and that hit against Pepperdine. We just didn't bet it, but we did bet this. And I hope you get this memo, you pile of shit, athletic director. You pile of shit, athletic director.
Never in doubt.
At San Francisco. Double lock on Gonzaga. 20-point win at your bullshit Oracle Tavern. Bullshit. Actually, Oracle Tavern is a place you should stand up. Oracle, whatever. Stadium. Easy fucking play. That was the easiest play of the whole night, honestly. San Francisco's so dumb. They're such a disappointment. This is why sports don't work in your goddamn city. No one knows what the fuck they're doing, right?
No, it's a reflection of California. It's fucking horrible. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what? Why would you play that game in that arena with more Gonzaga fans?
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
I mean, wire to wire, and now they're gonna have to play an extra game, and they're gonna lose in the semifinals for the 10th straight year to Gonzaga, and go, all right, let's go back to the drawing board. What could we do different? Well, how about play the regular season on your home court so that you can have the bye and watch?
They don't understand college sports.
Idiots.
And they are a little bit of a bitch because they got rid of their football program in the past 25 years, right? Or 30 years, whatever it was. Yeah.
They said the game was too
violent
to their NIL collective. That's why they put
it
where I go.
All right.
You fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard, man.
Enjoy your NIL collective when you're in the CIT. All right.
That NIL Mark Hughes smacking your ass for the 15th goddamn straight year. Gonzaga's gonna fuck around and go on a roll here. They had a hell of a week.
They did, and we cashed in. We cashed in greatly on it.
Yeah, everybody crossed them off last Saturday. Said they're dead. They're terrible. No, they're not terrible. St. Mary's is really good. They smacked Santa Clara. They smacked San Francisco. Gonzaga is going to win the tournament in Vegas, and then probably go to the Sweet 16 again for the 11th straight year.
Yep, I'm with you. We also double locked Hawaii on the island, and for UC Davis, it was.
It's a hard ticket to Hawaii. It's not paradise all the time. It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
Guys, I made thousands of dollars today. If you add the future, I mean, the least you can do is hit the like and subscribe button. Tell a fucking friend. Hawaii 78, UC Davis 70. We made a lot of fucking money. And honestly, it's been I know I sound like Ric Flair over here, but I feel like Ric Flair. So I mean, yeah, game balls. Where are we going?
Oh yeah, fuck. Where do we start? Game ball number 1. Let's go with
Georgia, right?
Georgia's a good one. You want to give Georgia your first game ball?
Yeah, Georgia at Texas was very shocking to me. The way it's not that they won; it's the way they won.
Yeah,
I did not have that as a possible solution or result, I should say. But they dominated, absolutely dominated. Game ball, Mike Snow White. See you in March, baby. Let's go. Where are you going?
I'm going Texas Tech. I know we don't think Kansas is very good. I mean, that's their standards, but the fog is still the fog. And anytime you can win in that goddamn building, it's a hell of a win. So Texas Tech wins for the second time ever there. Well done, Texas Tech. Hell of a fucking win.
That's a good one. I'm going to go off the beaten path. You know, I like to think of this team as kind of the blue blood of the conference. Whether it was Mike Dom or whether it's now with Kalen Gary and company. South Dakota State's been the pride of that conference in the Summit League. Them and North Dakota State, I'd say, over the past 15, 20 years. Denver beats them by 16. Give me a fucking game ball to the Pioneers.
I like
That's
it.
a great win.
That is a great win.
Yeah.
I have South Carolina circled, and it's more so just buying in, keep staying in the fight. Got nothing to play for but to ruin Arkansas season, and they beat the fuck out of them today. I mean, they were up 30 at one point. So shout out to South Carolina for keep grinding here.
Yeah, I'm with you. Shout out to John Shadell. I'm going to start tagging bathroom stalls for you. What exactly do I write? We've said this for a long time. Thank you, by the way, that you finally. I expected more people to answer, and we will. Please, if you tag a bathroom wall, please take a photo. If you can put it up on Twitter, you can wait a couple days so that so the store doesn't get you. But we believe we should be up written on the every shitter in America. You can subscribe to the College Basketball Experience. I personally like call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE College Basketball Experience motherfuckers. But yeah, you can be creative. I like it's open to your own creativity there. But please, if you can, keep it classy because I've caught a lot of numbers from the walls of a shitter before, so I hold them in high regard. So please, if you can, 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. Honestly, like the best you could do is subscribe to the College Basketball Experience. But I also believe 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. Subscribe to the College Basketball Experience. That podcast. You got to put podcast in there because they don't know what the fuck that is. So you got to put subscribe to the College Basketball Experience podcast. Please, if you can, tag us at TCE on SGPN or my personal at the Colby D. Back to the game ball situation. I think I'm on my final game ball, and I will. Man, there's a lot of options. I'm going to say Xavier. That was just a huge fucking win. You needed that one. You got it done. Musketeers. Boom. Where are you going with your final one?
You know, they were favored, but it's still Rupp. Auburn went into Rupp and beat them like a fucking bitch today. Like you don't go people don't go into Kentucky and just beat them en route to an SEC title game like that. And to win the best league in America this year by multiple games, Auburn is unreal. I mean, what a fucking win! What a fucking year! Just for Auburn altogether.
No, I'm with you. That was very impressive. They
Oh my God.
They got to get it this year. They got to get it this year because it seems like it could be their year. All right, those are our game balls, folks. We're only 2 hours into this fucking show, but now before we get into tomorrow's games, we got to talk about the ASUN tournament. I have the bracket here. YouTube.com/the college experience. Hop on over there. We got uniforms and everything. The bracket is here. And you got tomorrow is the first conference tournament games. You have Stetson, Central Arkansas, which we'll talk about in a minute. Austin P and North Florida. Those are two games. And what I loved about it is those are 7:00 Eastern tips. So we can watch both those standalone games, which is pretty fucking awesome. Mac, Lipscomb, Jacksonville. So the 1 seed is Lipscomb. The 2 seed is North Alabama. 3 seed is Gulf Coast. 4 seed is Jacksonville. 5 seed is EKU. 6 seed is Queens. 7 seed though is the play-in game. Austin P against the 8 seed North Florida. And then the other one, 9 seed Stetson against Central Arkansas. The odds for the tournament. Let's give our folks some value here. I did this fine graphic for us. ASUN tournament. You got Lipscomb at -165 to win the tournament as the 1 seed. North Alabama is +225 as the 2 seed. Florida Gulf Coast is +1100, which just jumps to my eyes to tell you the truth. As the 3 seed, Jacksonville's +1700. EKU been hot lately down the stretch, +2500. Queens, a Royale with Queens, +5000. And as the 6 seed, 7 seed is North Florida, the Ospreys, +10,000. The 8 seed is your old stomping grounds, the Governors.
The Govs, baby.
I forgot a 0 there. It's definitely 25,000. Then the 9 seed is Stetson, 25,000 as well. And same with the Central Arkansas Bears, the 10 seed. But buddy, I got to ask, what do you think of this Atlantic Sun? Because the one that I have 2 circled. I'll be honest, I'm not going to take Lipscomb. I don't think there's any value in taking Lipscomb, especially like, okay, you were hot down the stretch. I think they were our preseason favorite for most of it, but
yeah,
I think Gulf Coast at +1100 speaks to me. And I also think it's worth taking a little action on EKU. Now, EKU's young. That's the scary thing. EKU's young. You wonder about the tournament experience, but it's just juicy enough for me to jump in on both those. But I really like the Gulf Coast one. I remember telling you guys when I first caught them against Greensboro, I said, man, they're fucking really athletic for an Atlantic Sun team. What are you doing here?
So first off, you do know Queens is not eligible for the NCAA tournament, right?
So how do they have odds then?
Well, because they can win the conference,
and then they don't go. It's like Merrimack, right?
Yeah. So if Queens wins it, then Lipscomb goes. And wait, is Lipscomb -165 or +165?
No, I saw -165, dude.
Wow.
Oh, DK. Let me confirm that. Maybe I'm a moron, but
I think it's +165.
I don't think so. Buddy. I just had a good amount of time to do it, but maybe I'm wrong.
But while you're researching that, I'm not taking Lipscomb. I know they're going to be
-165 at DK.
They're tripping here. I like North Alabama. I think North Alabama has the guards. They've beaten Lipscomb already. They've beaten everybody in this league. Tony Poolhole's done an unbelievable job. They have a superstar in Jakari Lane, Daniel Ortiz on the outside, Tony Poolhole. And I just think that guards win in March, and I think North Alabama has been the best team throughout conference play. I know Lipscomb's been the analytics darling, and I'm going to fade the hell out of that. If I want to take a long shot, I'll take Queens because of that. They got nothing to lose, play with house money. Grant Leonard done a great job in year number 3. We've seen them be in first place for multiple games at one point this year. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go North Alabama plus 225. And if I want to take a long shot, I'll take Queens 50-1.
I'll say this. I think there's a cutoff after the 7. This is what's crazy about this conference. That's why I think like you're a fool if you're taking Lipscomb, unless you went to college there and you just want to rep your boys. I can't see any angle of taking Lipscomb because I'll be honest. I think 1-7 is live. I think 6, maybe you throw Queens out, but the fact that they are playing with house money, I think maybe you keep them in. North Florida was red hot to start the season. They faded late, but man, you look back at what they did early in the year. You're like, they're capable of beating anybody at any time.
Yeah.
EKU is a team coming on late. They're hot. They're one of the hotter teams towards the end of the season. Jacksonville is still capable with the way they play defense. I kind of feel like Jacksonville is kind of the one team that is no one else is like them. The style that they play in this conference. Then you have Gulf Coast, who I think is the most athletic. North Alabama, to your credit, the guards are fantastic. I think 1-7 is live to win this thing, and I think there's a ton of value on all these other ones. So don't ever take Lipscomb here. Even if they win this, I don't want to hear you talking shit because it's minus 165. But I love Gulf Coast. I can see the logic with North Alabama at plus 225. You're still getting good odds, but man, I can't help but think Gulf Coast, Jacksonville, EKU, even fucking Queens and North Florida, I think they're worth a sprinkle. I'm not going to bet all 5 of these, but I'm just saying I'm going Gulf Coast and EKU. I could see anyone from 1-7 winning this fucking thing.
100%. And worth noting, these games are played on home campuses. So you have to factor that in. And that's one of my factors with North Alabama. That place has been lit this year. It's arguably the best home court atmosphere in that league this year with the way they packed that building. So
EKU though will be sneaky good too. Well, they're not going to host though, right?
They don't have a home game.
Yeah.
They haven't played home at all. So and they got swept by Jacksonville in the regular season. But I will say they swept Lipscomb. EKU swept Lipscomb. So if they can beat Jacksonville, they've been a kryptonite for Lipscomb. So fascinating bracket.
I was about to say, like, going back to the bracket and looking at this, we're looking at Gulf Coast taking on Queens, which is a little tricky. North Alabama will then take on, the winner of the Austin Peay North Florida game. So North Alabama is a pretty decent shape bracket wise to get to that Gulf Coast Queens game. I think they're going to be playing Gulf Coast. You got to be terrified if you're Lipscomb because what EKU just beat them down the other day, and Jacksonville has played them well. I think you want the south side of the bracket. That's why I like Gulf Coast.
Yep.
I see your logic from North Alabama. I see your logic with Queens. I think the south side of the bracket cruises on in. It's a more winnable part of the bracket. Like playing Jacksonville and EKU, I think are a little tricky. Yeah, so back to those odds. I think that's, to me, Gulf Coast. I'm going to take EKU though, just because how hot they were also. But Gulf Coast sprinkling 2. Are you taking 2? Are you taking North Alabama and Queens, right?
Yeah, I'm taking North Alabama and Queens. Queens and Gulf Coast split the regular season, so I don't think Gulf Coast is that much better than Queens. So you're getting that much better odds. I want to take the winner of that south end of the bracket because like I said, I think North Alabama is going to ultimately win it over Lipscomb. I think North Alabama is going to go into Lipscomb and win the championship game a Sunday from now. But I want at least either them or Queens potentially in the final.
Yeah. And I put these games separate. So we're going to talk about those 2 matchups tomorrow night before we go chronologically on the Sunday games. And we have them right here. North Florida is in Florence, Alabama, taking on Austin Peay. North Florida is laying 1.5. I'm locking up North Florida. I still don't think North Florida is that bad. I watched them earlier in the year play really well. They're a much better roster than Austin Peay to me. I think they figured this out. What are you doing here?
I'm on North Florida to your point, and I also trust Driscoll. He's been good this time of year. Austin Peay, been very, very up and down. This game is in Florence.
Yeah.
So there's no home court atmosphere for Austin P. So on a neutral floor, I think North Florida is a better team. Yeah, I'll lock up North Florida to play.
Let's go. Double lock on the Ospreys. Next up, in Nashville, Tennessee, you got the Hatters of Stetson taking on Central Arkansas. You know, this is the one that I'm like, so you got Stetson laying 1.5. I feel like Vegas doesn't even know what the hell to do with this game. I mean, blindly, if you told me, I think Stetson, they're both 8-23, but I do believe Stetson's the better team. Like throughout the season, the team with my eyes trusted more, but I don't know. I mean, they're 1-9 in their last 10. Central Arkansas has at least shown some life. Give me Central Arkansas to pull the upset against Stetson. I want to bet it just because it's a tournament game. Yeah, but I don't have stronger. Like the other one, I feel great about North Florida. This one, I'm like, yeah, let's bet Central Arkansas, but I don't feel amazing about it. What are you doing here?
I like Central Arkansas actually. First year head coach Schulman, they finished strong. They're playing for him. I mean, Stetson went to the dance last year. It was a great story under Donnie Jones, but they just haven't had it this year. I think Central Arkansas wins the game outright in Nashville, and they will play Lipscomb. So, yeah, I'll lock up Central Arkansas.
Double lock on the Bears of Central Arkansas. First time we locked them up all year, I think, at least for me.
I got them a couple of times as a home dog. They've been good to me as a home dog. Now they're a neutral dog.
They're playing in Nashville though, but yeah. All right, now we jump over. Do you guys want to get rich? Charlotte is heading into Greenville, North Carolina to take on the East Carolina Pirates, and ECU is laying 9.5 points, which I find ridiculous. I will lock up Charlotte plus 9.5. You can't lay 9.5 with Mike Schwartz. You can't. ECU wins by 2. What are you doing here?
ECU by 6. Give me Charlotte.
Lock, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 9.5 is ridiculous. Yeah. But if you want to play the money line, ECU wins.
Nothing that we couldn't do. We set out to defend our name, and now we'll never be the same. Never be the same. 'Cause we believe.
I will say this: ECU's going for their 17th win of the season with 3 games left.
It's been a good year.
You know, the more I think about it, maybe we bring Schwartz back. Regardless if he loses this game or not. But if he loses this game, I'm sure I want him fired tomorrow night. Next up, we have the Owls of Florida Atlantic. Who are heading over to Tampa, Florida to take on the South Florida Bulls. You fuck with the horn, you get the bowl. That's what someone said. I got no idea. Give me Florida Atlantic minus 2.5.
I was about to say, I have no conviction on this game.
I mean, part of me thinks South Florida's actually playing a little bit better right now, but I don't know. Give me Florida Atlantic at the Yingling Center. Yeah. No bet.
Give me South Florida. No bet.
Shout out to Bet on a Bummer. Yeah, it was very easy. I think it was maybe the easiest play of the whole night. Oh, not at Luger's for steak. Colby, you don't have to answer. What are you talking about? You're not at Luger's for steak. What are you talking about? What's going on over here? Iona is heading to Buffalo, New York to take on Canisius. Iona's laying 6.5. We think they are going to be investigated by the FBI soon. Iona won by 21 back on January 16th, but that was not at the Kessler Athletic Center. What the hell is this line, Mac?
It does fuck.
Canisius is 1-11 at home.
They did just cover, so they've covered 2 in a row actually. You know,
Is my mic out? People are saying losing Colby.
No, they're fucking with you.
Oh.
They're fucking jack fucks. Give me Canisius. No bet.
Yeah, I'll take Canisius. No bet either. Next up, we got the Salukis of Southern Illinois heading into Terre Haute. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. Indiana State's laying 1.5.
All right, so let's break down the standings here.
Both have the same record, 13-17, by the way.
2-4. Is this for a bye though? To not play on Wednesday in Arch Madness?
Well, right now Southern Illinois is the 8 seed. Indiana State's the 10 seed. But they are separated by 1 game, so I think you are correct. I think you could be correct. I mean, I don't know if how the tiebreaker scenario works there. Did they played earlier this season and the Salukis won by 5. So, or no, they didn't play this season. That was last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're right.
So should we bet Indiana State?
I think so.
More desperate team here. Losers of 3 in a row headed into senior day. Let's go. Indiana State.
Double lock on Larry Bird's alma mater. Next up, Kennesaw State's heading into Lynchburg, Virginia to take on the Flaming Libs of Liberty. Wait, the Libs clinched, didn't they?
No. They have work to do. They still have 3 games to go. They are a half game, or they're 1 game up on Jack State.
I'm going to take the points here. I know this place will be lit, but I think Liberty wins by like 5.
Should we bet Kennesaw?
They've been all right on the road, man.
Liberty won the first meeting by 8 at Kennesaw. Yeah, I'll take Kennesaw in the revenge spot.
Like, I know they just got drilled at the airport recently, but like, go back, they lose by 2 at Sam Houston. They lost by 2 at UTEP. They won at New Mexico State. Now they did get drilled at the tops, but I mean, kept it within 5 in Murfreesboro.
This is a back against the wall spot, in my opinion. Kennesaw fucking just laid an egg at FIU. Now they're as a big dog at Liberty. They're going to show up here. National TV game. Take the points, lock it up.
I think I'm off the lock, dude. They got to beat down a little bit more than I thought on the road. I'm gonna take Kennesaw, no lock. You're locking this?
Yeah, I'll lock up Kennesaw.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Kennesaw State Owls. Who? We'll cover the 8.5 in Lynchburg. Next up, we got the Wisconsin Badgers heading into East Lansing. What a huge game this is. So currently, Michigan State's the 1 seed in the Big Ten. Wisconsin sitting back there at the 3 seed. Wisconsin won by 15 the last time they played, but that was a year ago. Different Michigan State team. And Sparty is 13-1 at home. Do you want to fade a 60-footer game winner? I'm not doing it. I'm locking up Sparty minus 4.5. Michigan State wins by 6. What are you doing here?
I agree with you. I'll lock up Sparty. I think everybody will talk themselves into Wisconsin as the fade spot, but yeah, give me Sparty here. They pull away, win by 8 or 9.
Double lock on Sparty. Next up, we're going to Ithaca. Princeton is taking on Cornell. Can they actually? Can you pull up the Ivy standings? Is this game meaningful by any means?
Oh yeah.
Why did I think there was like a game and a half lead? I might be.
Oh, wait, yeah. Sorry. So they both are pretty much in.
So there's no real meaning behind this game.
Correct.
They don't get home court or anything, right?
Yeah.
That's a bummer because it's a great fucking game. I'll lay the 4.5 with Cornell. No bet.
National TV game. Princeton's overrated. I think Cornell's going to smash them. I'll lock up Cornell. Sweep them.
Is there any chance they don't play their best guys?
No. I mean, there's still 3 games left, but I just think that Princeton survived in advance on Friday. Cornell, I think that they're actually playing really good basketball. I mean, they won 2 in a row.
All right, I'll join you.
I think Cornell.
I'll join you. Cornell minus the points. I look for motivation of why. I mean, I know there's 3 games left, but if this is what it is, it's what it is. Yeah. Some say this might be the best game of the day. I know we had Wisconsin, Michigan State, but god damn, I'm looking at these Missouri Valley standings, and the winner is going to get a 2 seed. The loser is going to get a 3 seed here. And I've been watching this game for fucking 30 years, and I love this game. Bradley.
Fantastic game.
Bradley is laying 3.5 at home, and I am locking up Bradley minus 3.5. I mean, this game, I wouldn't go much higher because Bradley does, they kind of play with their food a little bit. I think Bradley wins by 5, but this is such a huge game. They got to bring their A game. They can't afford to be lethargic like they are sometimes. The fact is in Peoria is huge. Mac, what are you doing here?
And it's senior day. I'm with you. I think Bradley blows them out. Northern Iowa really doesn't have much to play for. I mean, the 2 and 3 seed in the Valley are the same thing. I think Bradley has the motivation. Senior day, revenge from Northern Iowa losing already. Let's go.
Double lock on Bradley. Braves on the warpath. Handle the Redskins. Next up, we are going to Lewiston, New York. Niagara's laying 1.5 against the Jaspers. All right, well, tell me why. Like my first thought is, I'm like Hammer Manhattan, but why? What's going on here? I just think Manhattan's a better basketball team, dude.
Why is Niagara fucking like?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant why am I taking Manhattan?
No, why is Niagara leg points? The first meeting, Manhattan wins by 7. Ugh.
I'm not going to bet this game.
I'm staying away because Niagara, like they were 1 point underdog on Friday. They lost by 2. It feels like another 1 possession game. No bet.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jaspers, but no bet.
Yeah. With you.
Next up, Quinnipiac, the Aqueduct heading to North Andover, Massachusetts to take on Merrimack, who's just been such a disaster down the stretch. I mean, how do you lose at home to Ryder? This is a team we thought was going to be competing for first place. They've dropped 4 of 5 games. And they got to win this, right?
Yeah, I'm all over Merrimack.
Yeah.
Home dog, baby. Let's go.
Is this senior night too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Warriors come out and play. Merrimack.
All right.
Double lock.
Quinnipiac.
Yeah, plus 120.
Yeah, Quinnipiac off the national TV game late Friday night. Merrimack's gonna smack their ass.
I like it. Double lock right there. Siena. They've been all over the place this year. They're catching 2.5 at Emmitsburg, Maryland. Siena won this first matchup by 14 points, which is why, and the Mount's coming off a loss. I think we should lock up the Mount. Is it a little stinky to you?
Yeah. I mean, a little bit. I mean, Siena won the first matchup.
The Mount, though, coming off the loss, they're good at home. They're 8-4 at home.
Yeah, let's take the Mount to bounce back. And they lost a tough road game. I think they bounce back. Let's go Mount.
Double lock on Mount St. Mary's. Next up, we are going to Poughkeepsie, New York, where St. Peter's the Peacocks are catching 3.5 against Marist. I think we should bet Marist.
Does this line stink to you?
I mean, yes, but like Pete's just covered for us.
Yeah.
Marist plays so many damn close games. And I'll be honest, I love Marist at home. They're 11-2 at home.
All right, let's bet Maris. Take chalk one here.
Double lock on Rick Smith's alma mater. Lay the 3.5.
Take the chalk.
Next up, Fairfield Fairfield, a road game in Fairfield. Fuck's happening in the world? Fucking Sacred Hot is laying 6.5. Sacred Hot is 7-5 at home. Fairfield's 3-10 on the road. But Sacred Hot won at Fairfield. Revenge. Fairfield plus 6.5. Lock it up. What are you doing here?
Let's go. Fairfield. I'm with you.
You want to talk about a money line sprinkle?
Yeah, revenge angle. This line's ridiculous.
Plus 225. Plus 225 on these Stags. Double lock on Fairfield. Plus 6.5.
Love this game.
Yeah. Next up, we are going to Des Moines, where Missouri State's catching 14.5 against Drake.
This game sucks.
I mean, I kind of think. Give me the points. Give me the points. No bet.
They did the first time.
7-point win by Drake. I'll take the points. No bet.
I'll take the points. No bet. I'm with you.
Next up, Evansville, the Purple Aces heading into Normal, Illinois. Illinois State laying 9.5. Evansville won the first matchup back on January 8th by 18 points. I think is this senior day?
All right. Yeah. So look at the standings here. We have like freaking 5 teams within a game here. Illinois State, UIC, Murray, Southern Illinois, Evansville.
I think we should probably. I mean, I don't normally like to lay this big of a number with Illinois State, but why is the number this big? I think we should lay it with Illinois State on senior day. They're a good team, dude. They're a team capable. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
They're capable of winning the whole goddamn Valley tournament. The way I've seen them play Bradley, they're, in my opinion, the 4th best team in this conference.
I think Illinois State blows them out. I'm with you.
Let's go. Lock it.
Yeah.
Double lock on the Redbirds of Illinois State. Next up, Murray State's in Nashville, Tennessee, taking on Belmont. Belmont's laying 2.5. And look, right now, Murray State and Belmont. Belmont has a 3-game lead on Murray.
Belmont has nothing to play for. They are locked into the 4 seed.
They blew them out the first time now. Could they still win it? Because their fans still show up. This is senior day, right?
It is senior day. But I'm locking Murray. I think Murray returns a favor.
I'm staying away.
Give me Murray. Lock it up.
Senior day means something. Moneyline Mac, lock it up. Murray State. Next up. Oops, sorry. Valpo, a beacon of shit, some say, as they head into Chicago, Illinois. These Crusaders do. Take it on UIC. UIC's been so bad down the stretch, Mac. Is this a get right spot for these Flames that have lost 7 of the last 10 games.
What happened to them? But yes, I think we should smash Illinois, Chicago here on Senior Day. How many have they lost in a row?
I mean, it's a decent amount. No, only one.
Out of 8.
They got Evansville, but yeah, let's do it. Let's lay it with UIC. Double lock, flame on. Next up, we got a big one going on in Ann Arbor. Michigan's laying 3.5 against the Illini.
This number's short, isn't it?
I'm going in on the fucking Illini, dude. You win a buzzer beater on a crazy shot. I'm going. They have Maryland on deck. Give me the Illini plus the points. Sprinkle that money line. What are you doing here?
Illinois is beating like Michigan like 7 straight times. You know that?
I did not. No.
That
almost makes you want to take Michigan if you mention that.
I'll battle you. Give me Michigan. This is the one they finally pull away and win by more than 1 possession. Come on, Michigan.
7 straight wins. You're telling me?
At least, yeah, I think, or 6.
All right, I'm joining you. I'm switching. It's easy to see a tide turn. Give me Michigan minus 3.5. I think Dusty May is trying to break through all that shit.
Illinois, the analytics team.
Next up, Colorado's in Manhattan, Kansas, taking on K-State. I was thinking about this. Mac, Jerome Tang out the gate year 1, 26-10, takes K-State to the Elite 8, coach of the year, national coach of the year, Big 12 coach of the year, AP coach of the year. Last year, they go 19-15, losing the first round of the NIT. And right now they're sitting there at what? What's their record right now? It is
500.
13. No, below 500. 13-15.
13-15, losing to 4 in a row. They're gonna blow out Colorado, aren't they?
I love the K-State spot, but I'm thinking big picture here. So he's gonna get his 14th win here, but then they're at Cincinnati. I expect them to lose that game. Then they're Iowa State. Maybe they get them, maybe they don't. But
maybe they sweep them.
It's possible. But 15-15 is their best scenario. I like Jerome Tang a lot. I like his energy. But damn, I really thought K-State had found something. Now I'm second guessing everything. But I think we should bet them here. I think they're going to win by 20.
Yeah, this is a smash spot. Yeah. 4 straight losses.
This might be the best play on the board, believe it or not. K-State minus 6.5. Let's go. Next up, Memphis UAB for first place in the AAC in Birmingham, Alabama. Memphis is laying 1.5.
For the league?
I'm locking up Memphis. Lay the 1.5. Do we have a battle?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Andy Kennedy gets him at home. He'll beat him down there. They always lose in Memphis. They always get him in Birmingham. UAB all fucking day. Let's go.
We got a battle. Dundee on the Tigers. Shout out to Charles Walker. Mac on the fire-breathing dragon. Shout out to Welcome to UAB. Can't wait for that game. And the final game on the slate, the Rice Owls, who are heading into San Antonio, Texas, take on these Roadrunners. Meep, fucking meep. UTSA's laid 1.5. Is this going on at the same time as yet? No, it's just at 6. Okay.
So, random like standalone game.
Man, I think we should bet on UTSA.
I agree. I like UTSA, man.
I do too.
I know they've lost 6 in a row, but like first-year head coach, I think they play hard for him.
Is this senior day for them too?
No, they have another home game. They're off the ECU overtime loss. I mean, they're sorry. So they've lost 6 in a row. Look at their last 6 losses: overtime, 5-point loss, 4-point loss, 5-point loss, 1-point loss, 1-point loss.
Yeah,
blowout spot. UTSA.
I'm with you. Double lock these Roadrunners. We're betting the board. All right, and those are our plays. Remember our futures we gave up for the A Sun, because I'm going to be talking all that shit when those hit, or when one of those hits. Next up, not game balls, but best plays. 5? Let's do 5.
Let's do 5.
To me, K-State -6.5 will be one of them. At number 2, give me Illinois State minus the points against Evansville. At number 3, give me Bradley minus the points against Northern Iowa. At number 4, I will take Fairfield in the points against fucking Sacred Heart. And at number 5, give me Merrimack to beat Quinnipiac. Where are you going next?
You know, I think everybody's going to talk themselves into fading the Michigans off of the crazy wins, and I think that's a public narrative. So give me Sparty and Michigan both to fucking roll here tomorrow on Sunday at home on CBS. Give me Bradley to roll at home to get the 2 seed over Northern Iowa. Give me Cornell smash spot here against Princeton to sweep them, make a statement. And then give me UAB to tie this baby up in the AAC. Let's go Andy Kennedy.
Folks, give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. Don't forget Noah Beenick's on Twitter at NoahB77_. He's at the Rusty Pelican. Ordering. He's the type of guy that orders a vodka Coke at the bar, right? Give me a vodka. He says it with confidence too. I'll take a vodka Coke. Shout out to the great Noah Beenick. Check out the College Baseball Experience. Hell of a good guy. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Please, guys, we had a great day. We've had a great, really a great season, I would say. If you could share this, if you could write it on a shitter, if you could do whatever you can to help us out, because we are independent. I look at, sometimes I see college basketball podcasts and I see, CBS or whatever, Action Sports and shit, and they're beating our numbers, and I'm just, or at least I'm assuming they're beating our numbers, or they're just paying the algorithm to go right to the top. But we're independent and we do this shit every fucking night. And that's the only way we want that shit, unless you give me $10 million, and then I'll sit on a fucking island and never talk to you again. But you'd understand it. Appreciate you for rocking with us. We're just getting started. March just got started, but please, if you can, share the show. If you know a whiskey sponsor, hit us up. And till next time, folks. This is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. They say the Lord watches over my sins, over my head, watching hair as it thins, over the ledge, and ain't letting me in. There's still regiments and relevance to letting me win. Win, lose, or draw. You ain't prepared unless you're ready to lose it all. Losing a brawl? Yeah, that's a brighter day. Good friends know my Nina Hideaway. They came and went, but the riders stay. So it's like I won the lottery and can't be found. until I resurface with the latest purchase. 33 and a third and 45 circles. You ain't got that shit. And I ain't 45 king. But on the beats, I've been doing my thing. When I start the program and the doorbell ring, I gotta leave town to a place I can't be found. My celly's off, so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down. American dreams, lessons, and still they work. I guess the sand on the beach still was really dirt. Now I'm going home, flying over Rome at 30,000 feet. Like, damn, is that really Earth? I see the killers work on walls, familiar turf. Got a little school in graph, 101 was first. Got a little school in math, didn't really work. But put the numbers on the block and I make them hurt. Any block is my stomping ground where my people lay low so they can't be found. They don't wanna be, ain't from the crew, but I'm honored. Liquid, soul assassin, harmony. Type of armory that's more than a shield. Type of armory's DeLorean steel. Type of warrior's ill. So true to my sound, but dig deep so it can't be found. My celly's off so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down.
It's the revenge of our stealth, the intelligence plane. A manifestation of karma. The far left, low keys, let it be. Listen, whispering words of wisdom. Ghost dog, breathe in the shadow of leaves. Same darkness hides criminals, crooks, and thieves. Special forces, black ops. Bad brains, fishbone, black rock. Matter of fact, Chuck Berry and James Brown. But most of the true story can't be found. Unchained melodies inscribed in freestyle. I rock raw mosaics more potent with each style. Crack the system more open with each file. Upgrades and free hotels with these miles. Expansion team dilated peoples in town. If there's a better sound, then it can't be found.
My celly's off so I can't be found. I'm on a worldwide tour, touring every fucking curtain down.